$100 quarter down, with $100 quarter down, with $100 bill, $100 quarter high, 150, 150, 150, 60, 160, 75, 175, 85, 185, 185, 185, now two, $2, two, so 185, put them on my number. 389, 389. Thirteen and a half inch seat. 55, $50, $55, $50, $5, yeah, 55, 60, 60, 55, 60, 75, 75, running on the 85, on the 100 bill, on the 100, yeah, 100 bill, on the 85, 100, now, on the 90, now 5, 95, 100, now, on the 100 bill, on the 110, 110, on the 110. So $100, 490, 389, 389.
Last one, it's 14-inch Enduro.
Endurance, $2. I'm going to $2. 35, 50, 60, 75, 75, 85, 100 bill, 110, 110 quarter, 100 quarter, 100 quarter, 110 quarter, 100 quarter, 110, 25, 25, 25, 110, 25, so 110, 494, 494.
Hi, Dwayne. Good to see you. Facebook and YouTube, getting those comments. Let me know where you're watching from tonight, guys. We'll be on horses in just a minute.
Cowboy Pros, 12. Take your choice. I don't know. 250. 250. 75. $300. Now three. $300. Now quarter. Now quarter. Now high. 350. 3 high. Yeah, high. 3 high. 35. 335. 335. It takes 4 1/4 piece for them if you want them. Monroe Beach, 75, 85, $85, 75, 85, 85, 75, 85, $75, 490, 4, plain 04, plain 04. Hereford, 45, $40, $45, 45, yeah, 45, now 50, now $50, yeah, 50, $50, 45, 50, $50, now 50, yeah, 50, 45, now 50, sold, $45, 343 or 383, 353, 353.
Same lot. There's 3 of these saddle racks. That's 1, 2, or 3.
Buy 1, 2, or 3 of them black saddle racks. 12 and a half, $15. Now $15, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, now 20, now 5, $25, $25, $20, 2 and a half, $20, 2 and a half, $22 and a half, $2 and a half, $2 and a half, $20, $4.93. 3 times the money. Lot number 9's on the next 7. $35.40. $35.40. $35.40. Now 40. $35.40. Yeah, 40. Now 5. $45. $40 5. Yeah, $45. $40. Now 5. Sold $40. Put them on buyer number 361. 361.
4 inches, lot number 14, got a 13-inch stingray seed in it.
13-inch stingray seed. 150, 75, 175, 150, 175, yeah, 175, 2, a quarter, 2 and a quarter, ma'am, 2 and a quarter, 225, 225, half, 250, 75, 275, yeah, 275, 275, some 2 and a half, 5, 7, 5, 7.
Is that it?
Ed, is that all in here? And then we gotta go. We go outside. We're gonna go outside right now. There's wagons, a bunch of stuff outside. We're gonna go out there and finish that real fast.
All right. Hi, Facebook, YouTube, and my online bidders. I hope everyone is having a good Wednesday. So I may have lied to you just a little bit, small fib earlier, about being almost done. As you can see, we're done inside. I may or may not have forgotten we had some stuff outside. They should wrap through that pretty fast. Had I remembered, I probably wouldn't have fired the feed up quite this early, but that's okay. So since we're on, and you probably don't want to just watch them put shavings in the ring, I'm going to change your view to my computer screen, and we're going to look at the online catalog because we got some really cool horses and a lot of them. Okay, so let me switch your view over real quick so you guys aren't bored to tears waiting for us to start horses. And I do apologize, we don't normally go over here, but today's just one of those days, you know. So if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube and you want to bid online but you don't know where to go, you're going to go to your browser and you are going to type bid, like you're placing a bid, B-I-D and a period, and then horse, then auctions with an S at the end of auctions, USA.com. You're going to hit enter. That's going to bring you here. And we are talking about Reno County Stockyards, South Hutchinson, Kansas. It's right here. First sale that shows up, you're going to click View Auction. If you're doing this on your iPhone or your iPad, any Apple product, I would strongly recommend you download the Horse Auctions USA app. It is free to download. It is super, super easy to use. You do not have to be even at all tech savvy. If you just have a rudimentary ability to get around on your phone, you'll be all right on that app. So whether you're on the app or you're on the website, this is what it is. I took lots of pictures today, guys. Super, super nice set of horses. There's just over 100 in the early consignment portion. So that's number 0 through whatever, 102, 103, 4, somewhere in there. And then we have a boatload of loose horses, including yearlings. We had a whole set of yearlings come in earlier. I really wanted to do a live video. Had I remembered about the outside stuff, I would have gotten that done for you. But anyway, que sera, sera. You'll just have to stay with me tonight to see them live in the ring. I do want to show you some really fancy horses who didn't have pictures or didn't have the best pictures. First is this guy right here. He'll be hip number 12. He is a 21 model registered buckskin gelding. He is a big, handsome guy. So he's hip number 12. He did not have any pictures. Oh, let's see. This horse right here is a super, super nice gelding. His pictures don't do him any justice. He is absolutely beautiful in person, well put together, pretty headed, big hip, good legs, good foot, good bone. Really nice horse. This horse is much cuter in person as well. Same deal here. This horse is in the group photos on the Reno County Stockyards Facebook page. You'll see him. He's got a big bald face. He's in the afternoon look around photos. Super, super cute in person. This one's very cute in person. I want to get to, let me see here. This family. If you missed these guys earlier, this is Lila and her filly. You talk about a fancy looking pair. Super fancy. So that's them. They'll be selling tonight. They are hip number 55. And then you may have seen, I think it was Tuesday night, I posted some roan fillies. So I have their individual pictures up now. I got pictures of them today when they came in. This mare right here, this crossbred mare, this is her today. She's a big girl. Like, you can see how wide she is across the chest here. Big, big, pretty mare. There's a whole set of these. This is another one, really big mare. This is an Appaloosa 3-year-old. My pictures here still don't even do her justice. Now, broad. She is broad. Really wide across the chest. Really wide across the back. That's a little bit better picture. She's got really good drop down on her hip. Big and pretty. Real pretty baby. Just a 3-year-old. Her papers are in hand. Appaloosa registered. Super cute filly here. She's another one. Her pictures are in the afternoon look. You'll see her picture. She's much better in person. Here's those two fillies I was talking about. One is a Gruyere roan, one is a dun roan. They are both on AQHA registration application. Everything is filled out, as well as having a signed transfer. Now, these are big, leggy fillies with a lot of body, okay? Real pretty. That's the Gruyere roan, as you can probably tell. A lot of looks to her. My pictures don't do her any justice, but it gives you an idea. Okay, and there's a picture of their applications. And then this is the dun roan. And again, in person, they're better than these pictures, but just so you have an idea what they look like. Real cute fillies. So they are 86 and 87 tonight, okay? This mare, another one, her photos ahead of time didn't really do her justice. Real pretty, a lot of eye appeal, big kind eye, real pretty mare, solidly made. This mare right here, she was not advertised ahead of time, let me tell you. She's big mare. Big mare. Hits her bred on the top, and it shows every bit. Lots of looks here. She is AQHA registered, as you can see. So she's hip number 90 tonight. This is another one. I don't have the info on this gal here, but this is another really well put together, really pretty mare. So I just wanted her pictures up so you guys could kind of see what she looks like. So again, once we're through those, I built us some little extra numbers here. We're going to get into here. Donkeys. There are 3 little jacks. And when I say little jacks, I mean little bitty jacks. There's a spotted one. This guy got listed as brown, but he's the gray dun, you know, the classic donkey color, gray dun. And this is a little black one. And I mean itty bitty. This little guy right here is super little bitty. This one is just a tick bigger, and this one is just a tick bigger, but none of them are big by any stretch of the imagination. They are little bitty. Like I said earlier, there's a whole set of yearling colts that unloaded. So there's a lot of horses here tonight, guys. If you're bidding online, go ahead and get registered. If you didn't register ahead, no big deal. You can go ahead and register now. You can register 30 horses in. You can register anytime. Just click register to bid. I'm in my screen, so this on your screen will say register to bid. If you click on that, it'll walk you right through. Please remember, here at Reno County Stockyards, they don't take cards. It's cash or check. If you absolutely have to use a card, we can work that out. I don't really want to. I'd rather you just like wire them tomorrow. But yeah, cash or check at pickup. You can absolutely pick up tomorrow. If you need to lay them over for a day or two, it's possible. We would really like to have them out of here before Friday afternoon, because they have a sheep, goat, and hog sale here on Saturday. So space will be at a premium. I'm going to flip your view back over to the ring so I can answer any questions. And if you guys have questions, now's a great time to fire off because, I'm here. And now that I see a bunch of you have jumped on, I want to see those comments, guys. Dwayne always answers me. Thank you, Dwayne. I want to know where you're watching from in the big wide world tonight, guys. Because when we're not actively selling horses, I can actually talk to you and answer your comments. Once we start horses, I'm not ignoring your comments, guys. I don't see them. And if you're watching over in the online bidding site on Horse Auctions USA and you want to interact, just pop on over to the Facebook page if you want to comment, and I'll see your comments over there. I just don't want to turn the bidding feed off just to start it back up again. So. Brighton, Missouri. Hi, Carla. Carla, where's Brighton? I live in Bolivar, so I'm a Missouri transplant. So I'm limited to what I know. If I don't drive through it, I don't know where it is. Hey, Matt, can you press whatever you have to press to make my corpus mic work, please? Yep. Since you're tall and I'm not. They're selling stuff outside. Steel. I'm just here. I'm just here talking to Facebook. Cody, can you just go out in the ring for just a second? Guys, look what's gonna start the sale off. Is it a mare? Little mare pony? How cute is she? So she's gonna start the sale, guys. 15 minutes south of me. Oh my gosh, Carla, I should know where that is. Isn't that terrible? Yes, Troy, there is a sheep, goat, and hog sale here on Saturday. Reno County Stockyards. You guys Matt, you guys do Cattle USA for sheep? Yes. Okay, so guys, if you want to do the sheep and goat and hog sale or the cattle sale here, the cattle sale here is every Tuesday, and then the sheep and goat and hog sale is the third Saturday. Cattle USA, Reno County Stockyards. You can absolutely get online, guys.
That's why I was going to let you get up there first.
Cody, tell me about your little girl since we're sitting here.
8 years old.
8 years old? You've been a pet? In a broodmare? Is she open right now? She is open. There you have it, guys. It's a little miniature version of Black Beauty.
We got right through it,
Are we ready? All right, guys. It's horse time. Good luck. Happy bidding.
That's it.
Where's the microphone?
Test,
right here.
Test.
Use your napkin.
Test. Oh, there we go. Hey.
Okay, thank everybody for coming. We got up towards 200 horses. Appreciate everybody brought them. We'll have another sale next month right here, same time. 3 o'clock on the horses. Sorry we ran over a little on the tack, but we had a lot more tack than we usually have. Next month, 3 o'clock. You can start calling them in Monday at noon. Not before noon.
Thank you.
If you're on the internet or you're sitting in here, the deadline for your pictures to get on the internet is noon Monday. Next month, if you send them in at 1 o'clock on Monday, we're not putting them on there. We'll be glad for you to bring them and all that. We'll be selling for you, but they're not going on there if you don't have your pictures in by noon Monday. Takes a little while to get all that done. On these horses, there is no guarantees. If he bucks you off tomorrow, he lives tomorrow, he's one-eyed tomorrow. If he dies tomorrow, he belongs to you. There is no guarantees.
Yep, number 1. Good things come in small packages. She is 8 years old. She has been a little family pet her whole life and been a broodmare. Currently open, jet black, a cute, cute little girl right there.
Said she's good to bring back, guys. She had a baby a month ago, and the weather was inclement, and she lost her baby, guys, but she'll be good to bring back. Said she'll be dog gentle, 6.5, 7.5, 7.5. I'm 7.5. 6 years old, Cody, is that right? 8 years old. 7. Yeah, 6.5, 7. I'm 75 now, 7, and now half. And now 7.5, and now half, and now 7.5, down, but I'm 7 and now 7.5. now 8, and now 800, and it is 7 high, now 8 and a bit, I'm at about 8 and a bit, it is 7 high, now 8 and a bit, I'm at about 8, yep, 7 high, 8 and a bit, I have. Sold her 750, put it on number 389, 389.
I am noteless.
They tell you anything about him, Brandon? Got about 60 days on him, guys.
2 coming 3-year-old
2
gelding,
coming 3.
60 days.
$900,000. Hit $900,000. Hit $900,000. I'm gone. Hit $900,000 here. Yeah, half now, 1,000. Now half. Now 11. Half. 12. Half. Now 13. Now half. Now 14. Hit 1,400. Hit 13 and a half. 1,400. Hit 1,400. 13 and a half. Now 1,400. 1,400. 13 and a half. 1,400. I'm 1,400. 13 and a half. $14 here I have. Sold him $13.50. Put him on number. That's hard to see with your hand over it. There you go. $3.95. Hit number 2. Yeah, you're talking about a big pretty horse. Look here. He's 6 years old. He said he brought him in here for a boy he day works with, guys. That he's going through a divorce and he needs to sell the horse. They've loaded trucks on him, guys. They've caught cattle outside on him. 100% sound guaranteed, guys. 6 years old. There is a big, handsome horse. $4,500, $5,000. Hit it, 4,500, 46, 7. Yep, 47. Hit it, 46, now 7, now, but I'm now 7, now 80, now 9, 49, now 5. Yep, 5. Hit it, 49, now 5. Yep, 5,000. Hit it, 49, now 5. Hit it, $5,000 here. Yep, 49, now 5. Hit it, 5,000, but I'm 49, now $5,000. Hit it, 5. Yep, 5. Hit it, but I'm 40. What about you? 49, 5,000. There's a big young horse. 49 now 5. Yep, $5,000. But I'm 40. There's a nice horse, guys. 49, $5,000. Hit it, 5,000. 49 now, $5,000. Hit it, 5. Yep, 49 now, $5,000. Hit it, 5,000 here. But I'm $5,000 here. I have sold it 4,900. $384. Nice horse right there, boys. Hit number 5.
Hit number 5 is Zorro. He is a 14 or 15-year-old thoroughbred gelding.
He said he's good in the traffic, guys. Said he's good wherever you point him at. Said he's been around lots of kids. 8 and a half, 9 and a half. Hit 9 and a half. Hit it, 8 and a half, now 9 and a half. Hit it, 9 and a half. Hit it, 8 and a half, now 9 and a half. Hit it, 900. Hit 900. Hit it, 9 9. I'm going to 9 now half. Hit it, 9 and a now 9 and a half. I'm 9,950. I'm going to 9 and a bit now 9 and a half. Hit it, 9 and a now 9 and a half. Hit it, 9 and a now 9 and a half. I'm 9 and a half. Hit it, 9 and a half. Hit it, 9 and a now half. Hit 9 and a half. Hit it, 9 and a now 9 and a half. Hit it, 9 and a bit now 9 and a half. Hit it, 9 and a now 9 and a half. I'm 9,950, but I'm 9 and a bit now 9 and a half. It is 9 and a bit now 9 and a half. Sold me 900. Put him on 57.
Hang on, he's looking. Yeah, good. Okay. Thank you. Skeeter.
Hip number 6.
Hip number 6 is going to be Dashin' Wally, a 2016 model registered pink gelding by Dry Dock Fritz, by Dry Speck of Pepper by Dry Dock, out of a daughter of True Blue Wally by True Bruiser. Again, 2016 model. He'll stand 14.3. He's seen a lot of outside miles trail riding and checking cattle out on pasture. Once again, he's a 2016 model.
Hey, that horse belongs to this young man right here, guys. He asked Kelly to ride him for him. He had a little accident last week, broke his pelvis. Otherwise, he'd be riding him himself. So that horse is gentle and good to be around. Everything will be good about him. Horse will be 100%, and whatever they've told you will be 100%. 2,500, 27.5. I'm 2,500 now, 7.5. Bit of 5 now, 7.5. Bit of 25 now, 7.5. Bit of 25 now, 7.5. Yep, 26 and now 7. Now 7. Around 26 now 7. Now 8. Yep, 28 now 9. Now 3 down around 3. Yep, 29 now 3. 3 now 1. 31. I'm 3 down now 1. Now 2. 32. 31 now 2. Yep, 31 2. 31 now, 31 now, 2. Callie said that horse will be pretty user friendly now. 31 2 now 3. Hit 33 3 now 4. I'm at 34. I'm at 4 5. 35 now 6. 36. Hit 35 6. 36. I'm at 5. Sold him 3,500 pretty much. 485. 485. Here's them papers, Jonah. Thank you, young man. Nice horse.
If number 7 is going to be Trigger, he'll be a 20-year-old buckskin gelding. He'll stand 15 hands and be exceptionally gentle. He is well broke, great for beginners or children. Teeth floated and vet checked 6 months ago. 20 years old, hip number 7.
3.5, 4. Hit 315. Now 4. I'm gonna mumble a bit of the 3, but now 4, a bit of the 3, but now 4, a bit. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna 3, but now 4. I'm 354. I'm gonna mumble a bit of the 3, but now 4, a bit of the 3, but now 4, a bit. I'm gonna mumble 4. I'm 354. I'm gonna mumble a bit of the 3, but now 4, a bit of the 3, but now 4, a bit. I'm gonna mumble 4. I'm 354. I'm gonna mumble a bit. Anybody turn on the internet tonight? 350 now 4. Hit 315 now 4. I'm gonna mumble a bit of the 3, 4, a bit. I'm gonna mumble a bit. I have something 350, pay him on 600. Straight. You better step down, young man. That's a low bridge. Hit number 3.
Is this the Morgan mare? If number 3 is a 24-year-old Morgan mare. Amish broke to ride and drive, but hasn't been driven for a good while.
Pretty good kind of Morgan Meyer right there, guys. Come on here. 5.5, 600. Here's 600. Hit a little bit. 5.5 now. 600 down. But I'm 5 now. Get a little bit. Get a little bit. I'm where you point to. Hit a little bit. Got a man. Hit a little bit. 5 now. 600. Yep. 550. 600. Hit a little bit. 600 down. But I'm 5 now. 600. Hit a little bit. 600. Yep. 550 now. 6 and a little bit. 5 now. 6 and a bit. I'm 75. 6. Hit 6 now. Quarter. I'm at a month. A quarter. I'm at a month. Now quarter. Your man's out. 600 now. Quarter. Yep. 600 now. Quarter now. Quarter it is. Quarter now. Quarter now. Quarter it is. Quarter it is. Now 2 quarter. I'm at a month. Now 2 quarter. I have. Sold her 600. Put it on 395. 395. Watch your head, buddy. That's low. Okay. I warned you.
Number 3. If number 8 is going to be Fred, he is a 15-year-old gelding. He'll stand 15 one hands. Been in the feed yard most of his life. He's been roped off. He's easy to catch and maintain. 15 years old.
16, 17, 100 1700 17, I'm going 100 1700 1700 I'm now 18, 18, 18, 18, 19, 19, 19, now 2. And now 1, 21, now 2, now 3, 23. I'm 2, 3, 3, 22, now 34, and now 5, 25. Hit 25, 4, now 5, I'm going to bump 4, now 5, 24, now 5. Hit 25, 4, now 5, I'm going to bump 5, 6, now 7. Hit 27, now 7, now 7. Hit 27, now 7, I'm 2600, 700, 700, I have sold him 2600, put him on 57. You better step down, buddy. That's awful low. We wasn't worried about you. We was worried about the child.
Hip number 9, he's got a little video up. This is GWS String of Wars. He'll be a 24 model registered Appaloosa Stallion. By GWS Promise of War, by National Treasure, out of a daughter of Mr. Peppy Jaguar. Again, just a 24 model. Super gentle with wonderful ground manners. No stud business at all. She said her 9-year-old walks him everywhere. He cross ties and hard ties. You can hard tie him for the farrier and leave him alone. He will be just fine. Throw a blanket up on him. He takes it like a champ. Clips great, takes the saddle. They just haven't ridden him yet due to his age. Again, guys, just a 24 model.
$12, 12 and a half. $8 now, 12 and a half. $10 now, 12 and a half. $10 now, 12 and a half. $10 now, 12 and a half. 1100. $10 now, 1100. $11 now, 1100. $8 down $1100. $10 now 11. $8 down now 1100. $10 now 11. $8 down now 1100. $10 now 1100. $10 now 11. $8 down $1,000 half. $8 down now half. $8 down $1,000 half. $8 down now $1,000 half. $8 down now $1,000 half. $1,000 bucks $1,000 half. It's only $1,000. Put him on forward. Ooh. How much you want for him? Wait more quite a ways off.
Hip number 10, Denim Black Betty, be a 2012 model AQHA mare. By W.W. Hancock, by Hancock's Peak, by Pepita Rapey, out of a daughter of N.R. Andy Hancock, by Figure 4-3. Again, she is a 2012 model.
So this mare's had lots of nice babies?
She was great. She was started hard as a 3-year-old, and she's just been taking on trail riding since.
She was started good as a 3-year-old, guys. They've just been trail riding her since.
She's very easy to handle, meet you at the gate.
She'll meet you at the gate. Said she's good to handle, guys, and 100% sound. $1,000, 12 and a half. $8 now 12 and a half. $10 now 12 and a half. $10 now 15. $12 and a half. 1,500. $12 and a half. 1,500. 13, 14. $14. 13 and now 15. 15 and now 16. Now 17. 1,700. And 16 and now 1,700. 16 and now 17. 16 and now 1,700. It's 1,700. 16 and now 17. 16 and now 1,700. And 1,600 now 1,700. 16 now 1,700. Right out. 16, 17. Said she don't want to do that, guys. Here's them papers.
How are you?
He ain't either. He's on there.
No, those are nice.
Yeah. You want your money back?
Hip number 12. This is Drifting Rodeo Eyes. He'll be a 21 model AQHA gelding. By Drifting Smog, by Drifting Haze, by Quattro Drift, out of a daughter of Rodeo Eyed, by the one and only Two-Eyed Red Buck, just a 21 model.
Fancy 5-year-old buckskin horse right there, guys. Come on here. About 8,500 frame. 3,500, $4,000. 3,500 now 4. Yep, 35 now 5. 45, 4,000 now 5. 45. I'm 4,000 now 5. 45, 4,000 now 5. 4,000 now 2.5. 42.5 now 5. 45. Yep, 42.5. 5. I'm 5. Now 5. 45. I'm 42.5. 5. 45. She's had him the last 2 years, guys. Only reason he's here, she's going to college, guys, and that's why he's here. He started in the breakaway, guys. She's drug calves on him. And level-headed. 42.5, 4,500, 2.5, 5. Yep, 42.5, 5. 45, 2.5, 5. 42.5, 5. Yep, 45, 2.5, 5. 45, 2.5, 5. Number 5. 45, 2.5, 5. I have. So 42.5. Put him on number.
If number 13 is going to be a 9-year-old gelding, a good ranch horse and sound.
17 and a half, two. Yep, 17 and a half now, two. Hit it, 17 and a half now, $2. Hit it, 17 and a half, 18 and a half. I'm 18 and a half, hit it, 18 and a half, hit it, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, hit it, 18 and a half. 18 and a half, hit it, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, hit it, 18 and a half. 18 and a half, hit it, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, hit it, 18 and a half. There's a handy sized little horse right there, guys. 17 and a half, 1800. 1800, hit it, 18, hit it, 17 and a half now, 1800. I'm 1800, 17 and a half now, $1,800, hit it, 1800. I'm 17 and a half, 18. I'm about $1,800, $1,800. Here I am.
I got four of them little horses I caught them over a few months ago. They've been around on the feed. There ain't nothing wrong with it, but I want to sell it. It costs $22 and a half. $100
$100 bill,
bill.
$200, $300, $400, $500 now, $600.
Don't say I'm gonna be good. I'm sure to bring $6. I'm gonna sell it.
$600, $700,000, 12 and a half, $10 now, 12 and a half, $10 now, 12 and a half, $1,500, 12 and a half, $1,500, $1,500, 12 and a half now, 17 and a half, 16, 17. It's 17, we make a cool flag horse, 16, 17. It's 17, and just saying, 16 now, 17. I'm 1700, 16, now 17, 16, now 17, 16, 17. Sold him 1,600, 388. Yep, number 14.
If number 14 is going to be a 9-year-old gelding, he'll stand 15 hands. He's gentle, he's easy to get along with, been used on the ranch and in the feedlot.
So this horse has been used a lot in the feed yards, guys, outside, so this horse would be sound. Same deal as the paint horse, guys. If he could ride him in here, he would. 22 and a half, pay. Yep, 25, now 7 and a half, 27 and a half, 5, now 7 and a half, 27 and a half. I'm 25, 7 and a half. Pretty good kind of a horse right there. 25, 600. Yep, 2,600, 5, now 6, minimum 5, now 25, now 6. Yep, 26, 5, now 6, 5, now 6, minimum 6. Yep, 26, 5, now 6, you okay? I was trying to get him in. 25 no say, 26, 5, 26, 5, 25, 26, sold him 2,500, 470, 479, 479. Yep, number 15. 5 and a half, 600. Yep, 5 and a half, 600. Hit it, down, but I'm 5, down, 600, but I'm 5, down, see. Yep, 556. Hit it, 5, down, 600, down, but I'm 5, down, see. Yep, 556. Hit it, 5, down, 600, down, but I'm 600 here. Yep, 556. I'm going to take it a bit of the 5, down, 600, down, but I'm 5, down, 600, down, but I'm saying, right, you're all letting your skimmers leak there. 556. I'm going to take it a bit. I have. 556, 600, I have. Sold her 550, put her on for it.
Yep, number 16 is PP, and he's got a video that's up now. He's an 8-year-old 15-hand gelding, super gentle, absolutely no buck. Been trail ridden and used at the feed yard and the sale barn. Done a little bit of sorting and lightly started in the arena. They roped the lead steer and roped the sled on both ends. Stands good for the farrier, loads easy, a nice gentle gelding ready to go on with. Again, he is 8 years old, video.
1,500, 17 and a half, now 2. Yep, 7, now 2 and a half, 22 and a half, 200 now 2 and a half, 200 now 2 and a half, now 5. Yep, 25, 2 and a half, now 5, 3 and a half. You're now 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 3 and a half, 4 and a half, 3 and a half. Where you at now? 23. I was straight away, Jonah. 23 and a half, 4 and a half, 5 and a half, 25 and a half. Young man, you're out. 25 and a half. I'm 4 and a half, 5 and a half, and now 6 and a half, and 27 and a half, 27 and a half. I'm 6 and a half, 7 and a half, and 6 and a half, 7 and a half, and 26 and a half, 7 and a half. I'm 27 and a half, 8 and a half, and now 9 and a half, and now 3,000 and a half, and 1 and a half, and 31 and a half, and 3,000 and a half, 31 and a half. I'm 3 now, 2 and a half, and 32 and a half, 3 and a half, and 33 and a half. I'm 32 and a half, 3 and a half, and 33 and a half, and 32 and a half, now 3 and a half, and now 4, and 34, and now 5, and 35, and now 6, and 36, now 7, and 37, hit 37, and 36, now 7, now 30, now 7, right, sold him 3,600 on 57.
Can you ask Gordon to step to the right in the center?
Hey, Gordy, move this way a little bit. Move this away.
It's okay. No, I wouldn't do that.
Hit number 17.
Number 17 is a 4-year-old gelding. He's been using the sale barn and outside a lot. He's gentle, sound, and just 4 years old.
Whatever that kid's told you, that's what he's been doing with them too, I promise you. 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 1,500. 12 and a half, 1,500. 12 and a half, 1,500. I'm 12 and a half, 13 and a half. 14. 13 and 1,400. And now 1,500. And now 16. And 1,600. Now 1,700. Now 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. 17. Said outside that horse rides the very best. He's never been in the hot box. 17, 18, hit it at 1,800, hit it at 1,700, now 1,800 at 1,800, hit 17, 18, hit it at 1,800 at 17. They sorted about 300 or 400 on him yesterday, guys. 17, 18, hit it at 1,800, now 19, hit it at 19, now 2, hit it at 2, hit 19, now 2, hit it at 2, down lower, hit it at 19, now 2, I'm 19, now 2, to the 2, to the I'm about 19, down lower, down to the number 2, to the number 2, to the now 19, now 2. So get 1,900, bring him on. Brody.
He's getting a new one. He's 801 now.
There you go.
Well, they gotta go in there. We give them a number every month.
Yep, big pretty horse right here now.
Yep, number 18 is Spotted by Reno. He is a 22 model registered Appaloosa gelding. He's by the great world and national champion Arcade Lad's Dream. Out of an old daughter of Love This Mister, and again, just a 22 model, up to date all the way around with 60 days of professional training. He'll load in any type of trailer. He's good for the farrier, extensive trail riding experience, rivers, ponds, gullies, jump the dead trees, explores abandoned buildings, the washouts, the riverbanks. You can drag objects with the rope. He's been very, very desensitized. He knows extended and collected strides, pivots all 4 feet, side pass, both leads, lesson demonstration horse, push cattle, and dressage training. I showed against his daddy many, many times. That is a very well-bred animal, and you draw your eyes across him.
He came 4 miles west of Salinas. Some older people have him and said they was just too much for them. They was in their 80s. I sent Cactus up there yesterday to get him, so they sent him to all kind of trainers. He's gentle, sound. He saddled him up when he got back there after the cow sale yesterday and rode him all over. Safe. Good coat. Good mane.
Nice horse, guys.
2,500, 27, high 3, hit it at 37, high now 3, hit 20, you want to see these, hit it at 37, high now 3, down lower, hit it at 37, high now 3, go down, but 3 now, 2 and a half, hit it at 32 and a half, 5, hit 35, hit it at 35, hit it at 3 and a half, 4 and a half, now 5 and a half, 35 and a half, 6 and a half, 7 and a half, and now 8 and a half, 9 and a half, 39 and a half, 4 and a half, 1 and a half, hit it at 2 and a half, hit 42 and a half, 3 and a half, hit it at 43 and a half, hit it at 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, I'm 42 and a half, 3 and a half, 43 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half. I'm 42 and a half, 3 and a half, 43 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half. 43 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half. I have. So 42 and a half, put him on 57.
I knew he was going there. Goodbye.
Yep, number 20.
I am noteless.
What about this one, young man?
She's 11.
11 years old. Used her in the yards, guys. They roped off of her. Pretty good time, a little 11-year-old mare right there. $1,000 at 12 and a half. Hit down another now, 12 and a half, hit it down 15, hit it at 12 and a half, 1,500, hit it at 12 and a half, 1,500, hit 12 and a half, 13 and a half, hit it at 13 and a half, hit it at now 14 and a half, hit 14 and a half, now 15 and a half, hit it at now 16 and a half, hit it now 17 and a half, 18 and a half, and now 19 and a half, 2 and a half, now 1 and a half, 21 and a half, 2 and a half, hit 2 and a half, hit it now 3 and a half, and now 4 and a half, hit it at 4 and a half, hit 24 and a half, hit it at 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, hit it at 24 and a half, I'm 23 and a half, 4 and a half, 5 and a half, 6 and a half, hit it at 26 and a half, hit 26 and a half, hit it at 5 and a half, now 6 and a half, hit it at 25 and a half, now 6 and a half, I'm 26 and a half, hit it at 5 and a half, now 6 and a half, hit it at 26 and a half, now 7 and a half, now 8 and a half, 28 and a half, hit it at 7 and a half, now 8 and a half, hit it at 28 and a half, I'm 27 and a half, 8 and a half, hit it at 8 and a half, now 9 and a half, 3,000 and a half, 3,000 and a half, hit it at 3,000 and a half, hit it at 9 and a half, 3,000 and a half, hit it at 3,000 and a half, sold her 29.50, put her on number 392.
Oh, really?
Yep, 21.
She's got a video too.
It's at horse night.
I know. I got to switch videos. Hang on. One second.
Anything for you, dear wife.
Video is up on hip number 21, KHK Lady Liberties, a 23 model registered Appaloosa mare by KHK Moonstruck Kid by Platinum Cowboy, out of an old daughter of the great stallion, The Secret Pardon. Just a 23 model, and again, her video is up now. 120 days professional training, wonderful ground manners, no kick, buck, or bite, cross ties, hard ties, great for the farrier, and trailers great. Been trail ridden a few times and wants to please.
1,517 and a half. I'm getting now too. Hit it at 17 and a half. She does have reining training on her, guys. Said she will sit down and slide about 3 feet. 17 and a half, $2,000. Hit it at $2,000 here. Hit 17 and a half, too. Hit it at 18, 19, hit it at 19 now, 2. Hit it at 2,000 now, 1. Hit it at 21. Hit 21. Hit it at 2,000 now, 1. Hit it at 21. Now 2. Hit 22, 2, 1 to the bit, 2 to the bit, a little bit on the bit, now 2 to the bit, a little bit, 21 now, 2 to the bit, I'm going to 2. I'm 21, 2. Hit it at now 3. Hit it at now 4. Hit it at 24. I'm 23 now, 4 to the bit, 3 to the bit now, 4 to the bit, 24. I'm going to 3 to the bit now 4. Hit now 5. Hit it at now 6. Hit it at 26. Hit it at 5 to the bit now 6. Hit 26 here. Hit it at 5 to the bit now, thinking of the bit, 25 now, thinking of the bit, I'm going to thinking of the bit, I'm going to 6. Now 7. Hit 27. Hit it at thinking of the bit now 7 to the bit, I'm going to thinking of the bit now 7 to the bit, I'm going to 7.
Over at Great Bend, and about 4 months ago, she brought that big, nice application horse. She knows the difference in them apps. They know what to do.
That young lady knows a thing or two about them app horses, guys. Bobby said she lives over there by Great Bend. There's a nice app filly right there.
26-7.
26-7.
26-7. Hit 2,600 now, 700 in a day, 600 now, 700 now, but about 2,600 now, 700 in a day, 600 now, 700 a day. Sold her 2,600. How much you need here, sis? Said it takes at least 4,000 for her while she's here. Here's them papers.
Video is up on hip number 19, Roni. Being an 11-year-old ranch gelding, used to doctor lots of cattle outside, good to sort on in the pens. He's been hauled to lots of ranch rodeos. He will need minimum maintenance if you're going to use him hard. Watch that video now. He can run one down.
So, broke 2 rag, guys. 1500, 17 and a half. I'm 1500 now, 17 and a half. 1800 now, 17 and a half. 1800 now, 1600. Yep, 1600. 1800 now, 1600. 1800 now, 1600. 1600 here. I'm 1500 now, 1600. 1600 now, 1600. 1600 now, 1600. Yep, 1600. 1600. Yes, sir. $100 bill, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $7, now $8, now $9, now $10, now $11, hit $10, $11, now $12, now $13, hit $13, $12, now $13, $12, now $13. Said he ain't gonna buck you off either. 1,200, 1,300, 1,300. I'm half, 13 and a half, and Bob, your men all out, 13 and a half, 12 and a half, 13 and a half. Hit 13 and a half, 12 and a half, 13 and a half, 12 and a half, 13, now half, now 14. Now 14, 13 and a half, now 14, 14, 13 and a half, 14, 13 and a half. Landon, what's your number?
Ooh, make him 802, Shayna.
802, 802.
One demerit right there.
Times 4. Hip number 22.
Hip number 22 is going to be an 11-year-old gelding, a finished using horse. Been in the feedlot and doctored a whole lot of cattle outside. 11 years old.
It's a good horse. I used him at our own Brandon a couple weeks ago. Good using.
He said he used him at their Brandon a couple weeks ago. Said this horse would be absolutely a good using horse. And you watch him ride around, guys. There ain't no doubts about it. 22 and a half, 5. Yep, 25, 2 and a half, now 5, 25, down 2 and a half, 3, 4, I'm going to bump 3 to the bed, now 4 to the bed, I'm going to bump 4. You say 4 here, hit it. He's a nice horse. 23, 4. Yeah, 24, 5. Now 6. Now 7. 27. Now 8 on the bed. I'm going to 8 on the bed. 7 now 8 on the bed. I'm going to 8 on the bed. I'm 28. 7 on the bed. Now 8 on the bed. 28. 7 on the bed. Now 8 on the bed. I'm 28. Now 9. 9 on the bed. 9 on the bed. 8 on the bed. Now 9 on the bed. I'm going to 9. Now 3. And now 1. 31. I'm going to 1 on the bed. Now 2. 32. 32 to the bed. 1, 2. He probably one of the brokest one in the barn so far. 31. He said you can sort a bad one on him too. 31, 2. Yep, 31 now 2 to the bed. 2 to the bed. I'm gonna half 2. 32, 2, 31 and a half now 2. 32. He to the 1 and a half now 2 to the bed. 1 and a half now 2 to the bed. I'm gonna bump 2. 31 and a half 2. 2. He to down. I'm gonna bump 2. Sound. 2 half. 32 and a half, 2 and a half. Come on, you started this. 32, 2 and a half. I'm 32, 2 and a half. Now 3. I'm going to 33 now. Half. 3 and a half. 33 now. Half. 33, 3 and a half. 3 and a bit now. 3 and a half. Half. So 3,357. Thank you, young man. That was a nice horse. All right.
I am noteless.
23 is the one to get. 13-year-old gelding. Said he's a real ranch horse. He's sound. Said you can't show him someplace he probably ain't already been before. 17 and a half, $2,000. I'm 17 and a half now, $2,000. 17 and a half now, 2 and a half. $2,000 now, 2 and a half. I'm $2,000 now, 2 and a half. 21. $2,000 what? Yep, 21. $2,000 now, 1 and a bit. $2,000 what? I'm 21. $2,000 now, 2. $2,000 3. Now 4. $2,000 5. $25. Come on, GNR. 25. I'm 24 and 5 and 5 and a bit. 4 and a bit now. 5 and a bit. 25. I'm 25. 13 years old. 4 and 5. And now 6 and now 7. Now 8. 28. Now 9. 9 and a bit. 28. 9. 28 now. 9 and a bit. I'm about 9 and a bit. I'm 28 now. 9 and a bit. I'm about 9 and a bit. You all done over there. I'm at about 28 now. 9. 29. 8 and a bit now. 9 and a bit. Something 2,800. 479.
Bib number 24 is going to be Clyde, 12 years old this spring, gentle for the kids and a finished ranch gelding. Have a fancy one-hand neck ring, 12 years old.
Yes, that boy and his dad come way in western Nebraska, and they come about every 2 or 3 months, and they'll have a good set off.
The U-Band. 17 and a half, two. It's 17 and a half now, two. Hit it, $2 17 and a half, 18 now, 19, 19 now, $2 now, 1 and a bit now, 2 and a bit now, 3 and a bit now, but 3, 4. And now 5, 25, 4 and a bit now, 5. I'm 25, 4 and a bit now, 5 and a bit, 24 now, 5 and a bit, I'm 5. I'm 25, 4 and a bit now, 5 and a bit, 24 now, 5 and a bit, 5 and a bit. I'm 24 now, 5 and a bit, 5 and a bit, 4 and a bit now, 5 now, 6. Hit 26, and the bit, I'm 5 and a bit, no, 6. 26, and the bit, 5 and a bit, no, 6 and a bit, 26, and I'm 5 and a bit, here. I'm 25 now, 6 and a bit, equal to the bit, 5 and a bit, now, 6 and a bit, I'm about 6. Sold 2,500. What's that number, young man? 385, 385.
Bib number 25 is going to be a 12-year-old gelding. He's been trail ridden and ranch used, and he will be sound.
There's a good horse, guys. He'll go absolutely anywhere, guys. 17 and a half, 2. Hit 17 and a half now, 2. Hit it, 2 now, 2 and a half. Hit it, 22 and a half. Hit it, 2 now, 2 and a half. I'm 2 now, 2 and a half. Hit it, 2 now, 2 and a half. Hit it, 2 now, 2 and a half. I'm 21. Hit it, 2 now, 1. Hit it, 21. Hit it, 2 now, 1. Hit 21. Hit it, 2 now, 1. Hit it, 21. Hit it, 2 now, 1. 21. Hit it, 2 now, 1. Hit it, 21. Hit it, 21, 2001 to be a day. How? Sold him $2,000. Pretty long. 479. Registered hip number.
Hip number 26 is Miss Frosty Rena's via 2008 model AQHA mare by B.H. Frosty Sawyer, by Sawyerwood, by Ciderwood. Now to a daughter of Joe's Fireball Burt by Smith's Burt. Again, she is a 2008 model.
So they've been raising babies with her, guys? Good black mare right there. 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 12 and a half, 1,500. I'm 12 and a half, 13 and a half. 13 and a half, 12 and a half, now 13 and a half. 13 and a half. We add now 14 and a half. 13 and a half, now 14 and a half. 14 and a half, 15 and a half. 15 and a half, 16 and a half. 16 and a half, 18 and a half, now 16 and a half. It's 16 and a half. 18 and a half, now 16 and a half. 16 and a half. I'm 15 and a half. 16 and a half. 16 and a half. 18 and a half, now 16 and a half. 16 and a half. Here I have. Sold her 1550. Put her on number 485. 485. Is that right? He's 14 years old. Broke to ride 14 years old, and you talking about a pretty pony. There's a pretty pony. $1,000, 12 and a half. $1,000 now, 12 and a half. $1,000 now, 12 and a half. 1,100. $1,000 now, 11. $1,000 now, 1,100 here. $1,000 now, 1,100 now, 12. Now 12. I'm 11, 12. 12 and a bit. I'm 11 now, 12. Now 13. Now 14. 14 now, 15. Now 15. 14 and a half. And now 15. 15 now, half. 15 and now half. And now 16. 16. Now 1600. It's 1600. 1600 here I have. Sold it 1550, 485. Thank you, young man. Nice pony.
Cute pony. I got nothing. I don't know what to say. Coming in.
I am noteless, Ed.
Yep, number 28. What about this one? 7-year-old gelding. He used him over there at Kingsville in the feed yards, guys. He said he's breakaway broke on him a little bit. Said he'd be a good little Tony. $900,000. Hit 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 $900,000. Half. Hit $9.5. I'm 9,950. I'm 9.5. Hit $9.5. Hit $9.5. Hit 9.5. Hit $9.5. Hit 9.5. I'm 9,950. Sold him 900. Put him on 4 for 900.
If number 29 is going to be a 4-year-old gelding. He's been used a lot outside as well as in the sale barn. Gentle and sound young horse, just a 4-year-old.
There's one wanting to get in that bridle there now. Tuck's got him broke to it. Yeah, boys, come on right here. I want that 5,000 train. He's got a little fresh scrape there on him. He said he's sound, and he wanted to call it. Cal whacked him down there too at the sale barn, guys. It's all fresh. It don't bother him, but he wanted you to know it was there. 22 and a half, 5. Hit 25. 22 and a half. Tuck said, if you don't like him in a month, call him. He'll take him back. Just give him back to him in the same shape and condition. 22 and a half, 5. Hit 25. 3 and a half. 4 and a half. 24 and a half. I'm 23, 4 and a half. 3 and a half. 4 and a half. 5 and a half. I'm 25 and a half. 4 and a half. Now 6 and a half. 26 now 7 and a half. And now 8 and a half. 28 and a half. Now 9 and a half. 9 and a half. 8 and a half. Now 9 and a half. I'm 29 and a half. 9 and a half. He said, guys, he learns more every time. 9 and a half, 29 and a half, 9 and a half. Who said, yeah, 9 and a half, I have. Now 3,000 and a half, 1 and a half, 31 and a half, 3,000 and a half, 1 and a half. Yeah, young man, 31 and a half, 3,000 and a half, 1 and a half, I have. So do 3,050, put him on 57. Thank you, young man.
If number 35 is Frank, he is a 4-year-old gelding. He's been started and he is ready to go.
$1,000, 12 and a half. Hit $1,000 15. Hit 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 1,500. 12 and a half, now 1,500. I'm 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 13 and a half. Hit 13 and a half. I'm 12 and a half, 13 and a half. Said they've saddled him and done all the groundwork. 12 and a half, 13 and a half, 12 and a half, 13 and a half. I'm 13 and a half, 12 and a half, 13 and a half, 12 and a half, 13 and a half, 12 and a half, 13 and a half. I have. So being 1250, 481. Thank you, buddy. Yep, number 30.
If number 30 is a 15-year-old mare. She'll stand 15 hands, be very gentle, and go where you ask her.
I got this mare on trade for some older people. They just trail her. She's quiet, she's gentle, not the fanciest, but an honest mare.
So this mare will be honest, guys. The people just trail rode her whole life, guys. She'll be gentle and honest. 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 12 and a half, 1,500. Hit 12 and a half, 13 and a half. Hit 13 and a half. 12 and a half, now 13 and a half. 13 and a half, 12 and a half, 13 and a half. Good 13 and a half. 12 and a half. Got a man. 12 and a half. 1300. Now 1400. Now 1500. 1500. Now 1600. 15 and a half. 15 and a half. 16. 1500. 15 and a half. 1600. 15 and a half. 15 and a half. 1600. 15 and a half. 1600. 15 and a half. 1600. Silver 1550. 485. Thank you, young man.
Quarter for your salts, man. Quarter for your salts.
31.
Yep, 31 is a 3-year-old gelding, likely started and ready for a ranch job.
There's a cute little young horse right there, guys. $900,000. Hit $9,000. 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 Hit $9,000 here. Hit a half. Hit $9,500. Hit $9,500. Hit $9,500. Hit $9,500. Hit $9,500.
We got 6 of them. They all come out of our sales and they all cost real money. We're going to sell them all today.
$100 bill, $200, $300, hit it, 3, 4, I'm about 5, hit it, 4, now 6, hit it, now 7, hit it, now 8, hit it, it's in May, hit it, 9, I'm about now 10, hit it, I'm about 9, 10, hit 9, 10, young man, I'm about 9, now 10, I'm about 9 and a half, 10, hit it, now half, hit it, 10 and a half, hit 10, 10 and a half, hit it, now half, hit it, 10 and now 10 and a half. I'm 10, 10 and a half. It'll be 10 and now 10 and a half. I have sold him $1,000. Put him on 600 on one. Wow, big pretty great horse. What did they tell you about him, Brandon?
I'm noteless.
He's 6.5, 7.5. He's 6.5, 7.5. It is 7.5. It is 6.5, 7.5. It is 7.5. I'm 6.5, 7.5. I'm gone. It is 6.5, 7.5. It is 7.5. I'm 6.5, 700. It is 7.5. Now 8.5. It is 8.5. It is 7.5. 800. 800 now half. 800 now half. 800 now half. Internet, you're out. 800 now half. 800 now half. Big pretty gray horse. 800 now half. 800 now half. I'm 8 and a half. 800 now 8 and a half. High. So we 800.
I am noteless.
It's 33. 16-year-old mare. They've sorted on her, guys. They've healed off of her. So you got to be a broke little mare right there, guys. 1,500, 17 and a half. I'm 1,500 now, 17 and a half. 1,500 now, 17 and a half. 1,500 now, 17 and a half. It's 1,600. 1,500 now, 1,600. I'm 15, 16. 1,500 now, 1,600. It's 1,500 now, half. 1,500 half. 1,500 now, half. I'm 15, 15 and a half. 1,500 now, half. 1,500 16. 1,500 I got him in a little bit in the hand. I got him in a little bit in the hand now, 1,600. It's 1,600. In a little bit in the hand now, 1,600. A little bit in the hand now, 1,600. 15 in the hand, $1,600 here I have. Silver 1550, 385.
I am noteless.
Wow. There's a cool pony right there. What about that pony, young lady? Belongs to her neighbor, guys. Said the kids just moved to a bigger horse, guys. That's why the pony's here. He knows all the play day events, guys. 15 years old. There's a cool pony. 12 and a half, 1500. Hit 1500. Hit it 12 and a half, 13 and a half. Hit 13 and a half. Hit it 12 and a half, now 13 and a half. Hit it 13 and a half, 13. 12 and a half, 13 and a half. I'm 12 and a half, 13 and a half. Hit it man on. Hit it 12 and a half, 13 and a half. I'm 12 and a half. Now 14 and a half. Hit it 14 and a half. 13 and a half, 14 and a half, now 15 and a half, now 16 and a half, 17 and a half, 18 and a half, now 19 and a half, 19 and a half, 18 and a half, 19. There's a damn good pony. 18 and a half, 19 and a half, 19 and a half. You gonna get 1900 up there? Now half, 19 and a half, 2, now half, and now 1, 2000 and a half, 1, hit 21, 2000 and a half, 1, hit 2000 and a half, 1, 2000 and a half, 1, I'm gonna want to be. He'll be brokering 99% of them, I promise you. Yes, he does. 2000 and a half, 21, 21 to be a number. You feel anything else coming on? 2000 and a half, 1. Sold him 2050, pretty much. 1, 2, 4. Hey, boys, old Goldie, come to town.
Yeah, 36 is Gunner. He'll be a 3-year-old halflinger cross. He's got a handful of rides, and he is wanting to be good. Very gentle mind, wants to be your friend, got good mane and tail, make a good little project for a younger kid, or make a good little ranch horse.
He's out of a 2-eyed jack.
You got it.
And a halflinger mare.
He's out of a 2-eyed jack stud and a halflinger mare.
13-year-old put the third ride on him last night down the road.
Said his 13-year-old put the third ride on him last night. He'll be gentle. I got 1,000 and all the money. 1,100. Now 1,200. Now 1,300. Now 1,400. 1,400. And 15, 16. Now 17. Now 18. 18. 17. Now 1,800. 17 and a half. 18 and a half. Now 19 and a half. 19 and a half. 19 and a half. Internet, you're out. 18 and a half. 19 and a half. 19 and a half. 18 and a half. Now 19. If you got any ability at all, you can make all you want to in about 30 days. Now, just 3 years old. There's a cute horse, 19 and a half, 2,000 and a half.
Step one way or the other, please.
A young man, move him.
19 and a half.
2,000 and a half, 2,000 and a half. Hit 2,000 and a half. Guys, I'm on the internet. That's where I'm at. 19 and a half, 2,000 and a half, 1 and a half.
Bryce,
Hit
we're out
21 and a
again.
half, now 2 and a half, 22 and a half, 1 and a half, now 2 and a half. I'm 21 and a half, now 2 and a half, 1 and a half, now 2 and a half, 1 and a half, now 2 and a half. 20, now 3 and a half, 23, now 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 24 and a half, 3 and a half, 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 24 and a half, 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, I have. Sold him 23 and a half, put him on number 37737. Thank you guys, that's a cute little yellow horse. This horse will be 14 or 15 years old, been trail road guys, and a pretty big paint horse right there. $900,000. Hit $900,000. Hit $900,000. Hit $900,000. Little saddle horse. Hit $900,000. Hit $1,000. Hit $900,000 here. Hit $900,000 here. $900,000 here. Half. Hit 9.5. You can ride him tomorrow. Hit $9.5. Now 10. Hit 10 a bit. I'm about 9.5. Now 10 a bit. I'm about 10. Hit 9.50. Now 10. I'm about 10 a bit. Now 10 a bit. I'm about 10 a bit. Now 10 a bit. I'm about 10. 9.50. 10 a bit. I have. Sold him 9.50. Is that $3.95? $3.95. We hit number 37. Pretty good black mule.
Be an 8-year-old mare mule, broke to ride and pack.
So there's a young older man dropped her off yesterday. Said they rode her and packed her, guys. 8.5, 9.5. Hit 9.5, 9.5, 900, 900 here. 8.5, 9, We're gone. 8.5, 9.5. Hit 9.5. 8.5, 9.5. 8.5, 9.5. 8.5, 9.5. I'm 9.5. 8.5, 9.5. 8.5, 9.5. Damon, you want in here? 8.5, 9.5. Hit 9.5. Now half. Hit 9.5, and now 10.5, 10.5. Hit 10, now 11.5, 11.5, 10.5, now 11.5. I'm 11.5, 10.5, 11.5, I have 11.5, now 12 and a little 11, 12 and a little 11, now half and a little now 12 and a little 12, 11, I'm about 11, now 12. One of you's out on the internet, 11, 12, 11, 12, and a little 12, I'm about 11, now 12, and a bit, I have. So to be 11.50 on the net.
You got her, Bryce. 10026, 10026.
Okay.
What is it? What did he say?
39.
Oh. I got papers.
Johnny's Great Fortune. Going to be a 2012 model. He's a gelding, right? He's a gelding. By Hancock's Fortune, by Hancock B. Blue, by High Rollin' Roni, not of a daughter of Junior D. Hancock, by Shane Van Hancock, 2012 model.
Do what?
Come from over there at Medicine Lodge, guys. 700, 800, half, 800, it is, half, and now 8, it'll be a number, 8, it'll be a little, 7, half, 8, half, and now 9, and now half, and now 10, and it'll be a 10, it'll be a 9 and a half, 10, and it'll be a 10, it'll be a half, 11, and it'll be a number, 11, hit 10 and a half, 1100, it'll be a number, 10 and a half, 11, it'll be 11 here, I'm 10 and a half, 11, it'll be a number, 10 and a half, 11, 1100 here, it'll be a 10 and a half, 11, it'll be a 10, but now 11 here, I have. So be 10.50, 388.
That's what I was looking for.
And number 40 is Miss Lindy. She'll be a 2016 model AQHA mare by My Wileywood. By Wileywood, out of the daughter of CC Jet Smooth by Jet Smooth. A 2016 model, a well-bred, big-bodied mare. She was broke to ride when she was younger. She has been a pasture ornament. This young lady bought her to raise colts, but her mares are not accepting this one into the herd. Look at that pedigree in a 2016 model, a big, shaky girl.
She kind of represents the quarter horse breed, don't she?
Does now. Beautiful mare.
1,500, 17 and a half, and a little bit, 800 now, 17 and a half, and a little bit, 800 now, 17 and a half, and now 2, and a little bit, 17 and a half, now 2 times $, and a little bit, 17 and a half, now 2 times $, and a little bit, 17 and a half. 18, 19, and a little now 2, and a little now 1, and a little bit 21, and a little bit 2 times now 1, 21, young man, now 2, and a little now 3, and a little bit 4, and a little now 5, and a little bit 5 and a bit, hit 24, 5, and a little bit 24, now 5 and a bit, now 6, hit 26, I'm going to bump out of a bit, now 6 and a bit, 25, now 6 and a bit, I'm going to bump 6, I'm 25, 6, and a little bit, 6 and a bit, 5 and a bit, now 6 and a bit, 25, and now 6 and a bit, I'm going to bump out and now 600, hit 2600 here, sold her 2,500, 102, 107, 107. Thank you, ma'am. Nice mare.
Very nice mare.
And number 41 is Chuck. He will be a year old on May the 27th. By a Brabant stud and out of a quarter horse mare. He is a stud colt, and as you can see, he is halter broke.
600, 700, 600 now, 700, 600 now, 700 now, but a month, 600 now, 700 now, but a month, 600 now, 700. I'm 600, 700, 700, 700 now, 700, 600 now, 700. I'm 600, 700, 700 now, but a month, 600 now, 700. I'm 600, 700, 700 now, 700 now, but a month, 700. I'm 600, half, 600 now, half, 600 now, 600 half. I'm 600, half, 600 now. Half, but I'm half, 6, 6 and a half, so it's 600, put him on number 4.
I am noteless.
What about this one? 11 or 12 years old. Broke to ride and broke to drive. $1,000, 12 and a half. $8,000 now, 12 and a half. $8,000 now, 12 and a half. 11, 12. 11 now, 12. 11 now, 12. 12 and a bit. 11 now, 12. 11 now, 12. 11, 12. Said she bays good and everything, guys. 11, 12, 11, 12, 12, now 13, 13, Cactus, you're out. 12, now 13, 13, 12, now 13, 12, now 13, 1300, it's 13, 13, 12, now 13, now 1400, 1400, 13, now 14, 13, now 1400, I'm 14, 13, now 14, 14, 13, now 1400, I have 1400. Sold her 1300, put her on 500, on 2, 500 on 2. Did they PO that one? Huh? No, sir.
I have nothing.
They tell you anything about this in Reno?
Amy said PO.
We
Oh,
PO'd.
we have notes on that. 43. It's a piece of paper. And it has a sticker on it with orange. Yes, right there. Oh, that's. Ernie, that's not her.
That's not her.
Hold on, Bridget, I'll tell you if it's her or not. 2203. Hold on. That's her. Yeah, that's her.
That's her.
Sorry, somehow they switched tags on me.
That's no deal. Nobody's young.
This will be a 14 3-hand big bone grade mare. She'll be 12 years old. Been used for ranch work in the cutting pen and on a dude ranch. Completely sound and ready for a job. Anyone should be able to ride. 12 years old.
$10, 12 and a half. I'm going, $10 now, 12 and a half. $10 now, 12 and a half. $10 now, 12 and a half. 11, 12. Now 13, now 14, now 15, 1800. Yeah, 14 now, 1500. 14 now, 1500. I'm 14 now, 1500. 14 now, 1500. 1500. 14 now, 1500. 14 now, 1500. 1500. 14 now, half, 14 and a half, 1400 now, half. Sold her 1400, 130, 130. Oh my. Yeah, you talking about a pretty one, looky here.
This is Knight, a beautiful dapple gray and white Pinto Mustang gelding, title in hand. He'll be 6 years old in the fall. He's been hauled and handled. Lots of personality, would make an awesome ranch horse, 100% sound, and a cool looking guy.
He is a cool looking guy. Got all the paperwork in hand. $1,000, 12 and a half. $8,000 now, 12 and a half. $8,000 now, 12 and a half. $8,000 now, 12 and a half. Said he'd be 100% sound. $1,000, 1100. $1,100 here. $8,000 now, 1100. $1,100. $8,000 now, 12. Now 13. Now 14. Now 15. 1,500. And
Lots of endurance.
Pretty horse, you guys. He's beautiful.
lots of endurance and very sure-footed. 1400, 1500, 1500 here. 1500, 1400, 1500, 1500, 1400, 1500, 1500, 1400 here I have. You want to give a half? 14 and a half, I have. 14 and a half, 14 now, half here, now 15, 15, 14 and a half, now 15. You ride him, he'll bring a lot.
He is
14 and a half, 1,500. Hit it at 1,500. Half. So 14.50. 481. Thank you, Barry.
Dude. He's neat, Barry. Thank you.
That might be the coolest mustard ever.
I'm noteless. Appreciate you. What you got, Brody?
14-year-old gated horse. He's been all over the Blue and Gray Park up there in Kansas City, guys. He'll sure enough do the pollywog. And a good little saddle horse right there. 8 and a half, 9 and a half. 8 and a half, 9 and a half, 9 and a half, 900, 8 and a half, 900, 8 and a half, 9, 8 and a half, 9, 9 and a half, 9, 9 and a half, 9, 9 and a bit of the leaf and down 9 and a bit of the leaf and down 9, 8, 15, 9, 9 and about 9 and a bit of the leaf and down 9 and a bit of the leaf, 9 and a bit of the leaf and down 9 and about 9, 8, 15, 9, 9 and about 9 and a bit of the leaf and down 9 and about 9 and a bit of the leaf and down 9 and a bit about 9, 8, 15, 9, 900, 8 of the leaf and down 9 and about 9 and a bit of the leaf and down 9 and a bit of 8, 15, 9. So we made 50, put him on 4. Yep, 44.
And 44 is GFR Barrett Boy via 2015 model AQHA gelding by GFR Lakota Sioux by Tom Super Fancy and out of a daughter of Spur My Britches 2015 model.
John Bullock has the right number on it.
12 and a half, 1,500. Hit it at 12 and a half, 1,500 here. Hit 12 and a half, 15. Hit it at 1,500. 12 and a half, 1,500. 12 and a half, 1,500. I'm 12 and a half, 1,500 here now. 17 and a half, 1,500 now. 17 and a half. I'm 17 and a half. Hit it now. 17 and a half, 1,500 now. 16. Hit 1,600. 1,500 now. 1,600. 1,500 now. 1,600. 1,600. I'm 1,500. 1,600. 1,600. So 1,500.
This is Harley. He is a 7-year-old paint gelding and he's been used on the ranch his whole life. He's drug a whole lot of calves to the fire.
Big pretty paint horse right here, guys. 17 and a half, 2. It's 17 and a half now, 2. Hit it at 2, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, 18 and a half. I'm set now, 19 and a half, hit it at 18 and a half now, 19 and a half, hit it at 19 and a half, hit it at 18 and a half, 19 and a half. Hit 19 and a half, hit it at 18 and a half now, 19 and a half, hit it at 19 and a half, hit it at 18 and a half, 19 and a half. I'm 19 and a half, hit it at 18 and a half now, 19 and a half, hit it at 1900. 18 and a half, 19, hit it at 19, hit it at 18 and a half, hit it at 1900. Hit 19, hit it at 18 and a half, hit it at 19, hit it at 19, hit it at 18 and a half now, 1900. So move 1850, put him on number 395, 395.
Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to just knock the camera like that. Oops. Technical difficulties.
And number 48, going to be a 16-year-old gelding. Has been a go-to to train new pen riders at the feed yard. He's been outside a bunch doctoring yearlings. Sound, gentle, 16 years old.
That's a pretty cool little horse right there, guys. Come on, about 4,500 for him. 17 and a half, 2. I'm gone. 17 and a half, 2. Now 2 and a half, now 5, and now 7 and a half. 27 and a half, 6, 7, and 26, now 5. Said he's been sitting the last 4 months, guys. They brought him in yesterday and saddled him up. 2,600, 2,700, 700. Hit 2,700. Now 8, now 9, now 3, now 1, 31, and now 2, now 3. I'm 33 to the 2 to the bed, now 3 to the bed. I'm 32 now 3. I'm 32, 3 to the 3 to the bed, 2 to the bed, now 3 to the bed. I'm 3, 32, 3 to the 3 to the bed, 2 to the bed, now 3 to the bed. I'm 2 to the bed, now 3. I'm 33 to the bed, now 3 to the bed. I'm 2 to the bed, now 3 to the bed. I sold him 3,257.
Back. Pin him off.
Hip number 49, going to be an 11-year-old gelding, beautiful eyes and a good work ethic. Stands well for the farrier, an easy keeper, and smart enough to do any job you ask him to. He's worked at the feedlot, the sale barn, gathered calves, and taken the wife on a trail ride through the creek. No hesitation, 11 years old.
Client of mine, they got a new job, they need to get rid of horses, so they probably do need to get rid of. He's super gentle, I've had him about a month and a half. The carrier said he's the best horse I've had to shoot. And I pushed a lot of cattle on him, doing a lot of stuff on him. He's just really nice, gentle.
So this horse would be a really nice, gentle horse, guys. Said it belongs to a client of his, and they just got to get rid of some.
Robert's got two of them. He come talk to him, works in the feed yard. He told me that horse would be safe for anybody outside.
Said that horse would be safe for anybody outside now. 17 and a half, $2,000. It's 17 and a half now, $2,000. 18 and a half, 17 and a half, now 18 and a half, 19 and a half. I'm 18 and a half, 19 and a half, now 2,000 and a half, now 1 and a half, 1 and a half, 2,000 and a half, 1 and a half, now 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, 23 and a half. It's 2 and a half, 3 and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half. Now did you get it? 4 and a half, 5 and a half. It's 25 now, 6 and a half, now 7 and a half, 27 and a half. It's 7 and a half, 8 and a half, 9 and a half, 29 and a half, 9 and a half, 3,000 and a half. It's 3,000 and a half, 29 and a half, now 3,000 and a half, 9 and a half, now 3,000 and a half.
I'm not doing that. This horse is just
Said he's just automatic. 29 and a half, 3,000 and a half, 3,000 and a half. I'm 29 and a half, now 3,000 and a half, 3,000 and a half, 9 and a half, now 3,000 and a half. It's 3,000 and a half, 9 and a half, now 3,000 and a half, 9 and a half, now 3,000 and a half, 3,000 and a half. 29 and a half, 3,000 and a half, 3,000 and a half. I had 29 and a half, 3,000 and a half. So do 29, 50, put him on 57.
No.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Does this horse have baby? Yes, okay. That's what I was hunting for. I was like, I don't have them.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
It's okay.
Ramblin' Blue Catalina. He's going to be a 22 model quarter gelding by Poco's Blue Catalina, by Catalina Son Evans, by Catalina Boy, out of a daughter of My Blue Casino by My Casino Quincy. Again, just a 22 model, and they call him Blue Duck. He's been used in the feedlot and all types of ranch work. Easygoing, one-hand rope, gentle with a calm demeanor.
We've had him here for about the last 8 months, and we've used him all over.
He said they've had him for about the last 8 months, and they have used him all over.
We'll go to town, go to parades, if you want a trail ride with your kids, whatever you
He
want.
said you can go to town, do the parades, go trail ride with your kids, whatever you want to do.
This horse will always stay just like this. This is him at 3 weeks off. You don't get fresh.
He said he's not going to get fresh when he has a little vacation.
3,500, $4,000, hit of the day, 30 now, 5, hit of the day, 45 now, $5,000, hit of the day, 5,000, 4,500, now 47 high, now 5, and now 52 and a half, hit of the day, 52 and a half. I'm $5,000 now, 2 and a half, hit of the day, $5,000 now, 2 and a half, hit of the day, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, hit of the day, $5,000 now, 2 and a half, hit of the day, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, hit of the day, $5,000 now, 2 and a half, hit of the day, 52 and a half. Huh?
4-year-old.
4 years old. Bobby said when he ain't got that saddle on, he's got saddle tracks in his back as big as my fist. But
we use them every day.
They use them every day.
These things sit just like this. I mean, he'll be sound every day of the week. He's a nice colt. Very good meat.
5,000, 52 and a half. Hit $5,000 now, 2 and a half. 52 and a half. 5,000, 1, 2. 52 now, 3. I'm about 53 now. 4 and a bit, 5 and a bit now, 6 and a bit. I'm about 56, young man. I'm about 6. 56, you're out. 56. Hit 55, 6. I'm about 56. I'm about 5 and a bit now, 6 and a bit now, 7. Hit 57. And it is 7 and a bit. I'm about 6 and a bit now, 7 and a bit. I'm about 57. Now 8. 58, 58, 57, 8, 58, 58, 7, now 8, I'm about 58, I'm about 7, now 8, 58, 7, now 8, I'm about 57, now 8, I'm about 8, 7, now 8, I have 58, 57, 8, I'm about 8, sold him 5,700. He wants 7,000 for him, young man. Young man, give me 6,500 and I'll go to work on him. Give me 6,500. Let's try to get it done. There's a hell of a nice young horse. Give me 6,500 and I'll ask. 6,500 and let's ask. Hey, 6,500, that young man bid on him the whole way. And that young man bid on your horse all the way. He's trying pretty damn hard. Let's sell trade it. We sold him 107.
Thank you.
Jesse said he brought this horse in for his neighbor. Be 15 years old. Be a solid 3D barrel horse. They rode her in the parades, the trail rides, and all. That he's got videos on his phone.
You should have papers.
101.
I'm watching her run the barrels right now, guys. She can damn sure get around them.
Nifty lady. Same mare. Yeah, Drew's nifty lady.
Drew's nifty lady.
Yeah, Mr. Jasper Bread.
No, there's no Mr. Jasper.
Oh, you said she was 101.
She was 101. I'm 100% sure. Where'd Jesse go? How's the bread, Jesse?
Did she hand it to you when you checked in?
No.
She didn't leave the papers here.
I wouldn't have checked her in. I would have.
I don't have anything.
Here, I'll look through it.
You want to go through?
How old was she?
14 years. Hey. Said Shayna had it. Shayna gave it to the office.
Did I say the earnings fell back?
What is it? What would you Drew's nifty lady is her registered name.
Yeah, that's one Bridget had.
Drew's nifty. Oh, she's handicapped for you. The papers you had was right.
Right here.
That's what I said. She's Hancock bred. There's no Mr. Jasper on there.
Drew's Nifty Lady is going to be a 2008 model AQHA mare by McKinnon, by Drew's Hancock, by Hancock's Blue Boy, not a daughter of Doc Bial, by the great Doc's Prescription, 2008 model.
Guys, watch that video on that phone he's got right there. She's a barrel running son of a gun. 1,500, 17 and a half, and then gone, and then 16, 17, and then 17, and then 18, 1,800, and then 19, and then 19, and then 2, now 1, 21, now 2, now 3, and then 22, now 3, I'm 23, and then 2, now 3, and then 22, now 3, 23, Jesse, and then 22, now 3, 22, now 3, now 4, I'm at about 24. 3 at 4, I'm at about 24 to the 33 to the bit now 4 to the bit. 23, 4, I'm at the 4 to the bit, I'm at about 23 now 4. 23 now 4 to the bit, to the 4 to the bit, to the 3 to the bit now 4 to the bit, to the 23 now 4 to the bit, I'm at about 4. I'm 24, Steve, you want back in? 23 now 4, 8 to the 4 to the bit, I'm at about 4. I'm 23, 4 to the bit, I'm at about 3 to the bit now 4 to the bit, I sold her 2,300, put her on 5-7. On 2, 57, on 2, 57, on 2. Make a new pin.
Bib number 52. This is going to be an 8-year-old gelding and a good ranch horse. This guy is going to need maintenance if you're going to use him hard all day.
There is a cute little sorrel horse, 4 white socks and a big streak face right there. Come on, about 3,500 for him. $100 bill, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, hit it, $600 now, 7, and now 8, hit it, $700 now, $700 now, $8, hit, it's 7, 8, hit it, 7 now, $8, $700 now, $8, it's 7, 8, hit it, 9, 10, hit it, 10, 9, 10, hit it, 10, 11, now 12, and now 13, now 14, 14, 14, 13, 14, hit 14, 13, 14, 13, 14, here I am. Sold him 1,300, put him on 600, on one, 600, on one.
Obvious RIF imprint's going to be a 2015 model AQHA mare. By obviously profit, by obvious profit, by obvious conclusion, out of a daughter of RH imprinted by Sockets Imprint. 2015 model mare right here. They call her Flynn. She's raised a few of her own colts and been used as a recip mare. Gentle, easy to handle, you can catch her anywhere. She's good in the stocks, she trailers easy and is good about having her colts handled. She's got some size and big body, a whole lot nicer and easier to handle than most recip mares. She's just cutting back on some numbers.
11 years old. $1,000, 12 and a half. $8,000 now, 12 and a half. $10,000 now, 12 and a half. $10,000 now, 1,100. $10,000 gone. $10,000 now, half that. $8,000, 1,100. $11,000 now, $11,000 now, half that. $8,000, 1,100. $10,000 now, $11,000 now, half that. $1,100. $10,000 now, $11,000 now, half that. $10.5. So leave $1,000, put him on. 600 on 2.
Skip number 54 is going to be a 10-year-old gelding with all the chrome, well broke, and has been roped off of.
Pretty cool horse right here, guys. 2,000, 22 and a half. I got him, he's on, 2,000 now, 2 and a half. I'm 2,000 now, 2 and a half, 21, 2 now, 2, and now 3, now 4, now 5, now 6, now 7, now 8, 28, Bobby, now 9, and now 3, now 1. You're all out. 3, now 2. Get 2, 32, 2, 32, 1, now 3, 33. I'm 33, 4, I'm going to bump over a bit now 5, and now 6, 37, now 8, 30, now 9, and now 4, I'm going to bump $4,000, I'm going to bump 39, now 4, hit $4,000, now 1, 41, I'm going to bump $4,000, now 1, hit 41, 4,000, now 1, hit 4,000, now 1, 4,000, now 1, 4,000, now 1, now 2, hit 42, hit the 1, now 2, 41, now 2, number 2, 42, 1, now 2, now 2, something 4,100, 479. 479 on 2, 479 on 2, starting a new pin. He hit 56. What about him, sis? 13-year-old gelding. Said this horse is a Hermanos Trail horse. He's camped overnight. He's been ridden in all the state parks, guys. Means she's going to college. Mom ain't got nobody to ride with. Don't you feel bad? Boys, right here. $1,000, 12 and a half. Hit, and I'm gone. $1,000 now, 1,100. $1,000 got him. $1,000 now, 1,100. Hit, $1,000 now, 1,100. $1,000 now, 1,100. $1,000 now, 12. And now 12. 12. I'm 11. 12. 12. I'm half. Now 12. 11 now half. You're at 12 and a half, now 13, 1300, Gino, 1300, hit 12 and a half, 1300, 13, 12 and a half, now 1300, hit 1300, 12 and a half, 13, 12 and a half, 1300, and now half, 13, now half, 13 and a half, I'm 13, now half, 13 and a half, 13, now half, I'm 13 and a half, 13 now half, here I have. So be $1,300, pretty much. 383.
$58 is going to sell on AQHA registration application, born March the 28th of 25.
Hang on, let me look here.
This will be a filly. She is by Farrah Ray Time, and she is out of a mare called Twice Buena.
We stand this very sire, and we're showing folks that are half siblings to this horse. Really successfully, they're an extremely good show. Thank you.
They own the sire this baby's out of, guys, and they're showing half brothers and sisters to her, and so they're really doing really well in the show.
Cute. And everything's ready to go. Transfer signed, good to go.
All the paperwork's all in order, guys. There's a fancy filly. $1,000, 12 and a half. Hit, I'm gone. 100 time down, 12 and a half. 100 time down, 12 and a half. 100 time down, 11 on 2. 1100. 100 time down, 11 and a half. Now 11. 100 time down, now 11. 1100. 100 time down, now 11. 100 time down, now 11. I'm 10 and a half, 11. 11, 11, 10 and a half, now 1100. I'm 10 and a half, now half. 12. 12, 11 half, 12, now half, now 13. 13 now 1500, and now 1600, and now 16, yes, draw your eyes across her. There's a fancy young lady. 15, 16.
He said he's going to sell when you get done. He always sells such a good guy, not a good feeling, not paperwork all go through.
1,500, 1,600, 1,600, it's 1,600, sold her 1,500 right up yonder. Put her on number 403, 403. Fancy lady.
Oh, Ed, look. Lot number 55 is Lila, and that is a filly. Lila is a 5-year-old gypsy cross mare. Her filly was born April the 23rd and is by a gypsy stud. Look here.
Sell the family. 12 and a half, 1,500. It's 12 and a half, 1,500. 12 and a half, 1,500. I'm 12 and a half, 1,500. 13, 14. 14, 13 and a half, 1,400. I'm 13 and a half, 15. Now 16. 1,600. It's 16 now, 17. 17, 16 now, 17. 1,700. I'm 16 now, 1,700. 17, 16 now, 1,700. It's 17. 17, now 18, and now 1,800, 1,800, 17, 18, now 19, 1900, 1,900, sir, you're out in half, 1,900, 18, 19, 1,900, 1,800, now 1,900, 1,900, I have 18, 19, so 1,800 on the phone.
301, so 17.
Buyer 17. $57's one to get.
I am noteless.
7 years young. You can solo Dr. Ronnie. Rope and drag calves in the Brandon pen. Said he'll be sound today and he'll be sound tomorrow, guys. And gentle, there's a pretty horse right there. 32 and a half, 5, Jonah, 32 and a half, now 5, 5, hit 32 and a half, now 5, 5, now 3, 4, 33, now 4, now 5, now 5, now 7, and now 8, 38, now 9, now 4, now 1, now 2, now 3, and 43, now 4, and 44, and now 5, 45, now 6, now 7, now 8, 48, 48, now 9, 49, 9, now 5. Hit 40 now 1, 51, 51, I'm gonna bump 2, now 3, hit 53, I'm gonna bump 3, now 3, 4, I'm gonna bump now 5, 55, I'm 55, 6, and now 7, 57, 7, and now 8, now 9, 59, and now $6,000, I'm gonna bump now 1, 61, 61, now 2, 62, now 3, I'm going to 63, 3. Now come back here, don't be that way. 63, 62, 3, now 3, I'm 63. Said he'll whack a cow in the alleyway too. Said you put the youngest or the oldest on him. He's 62, 3, yeah, 63, 4, hit 64, I'm at a bump 3 to the bit now, fold a bit, I'm at a bump 63 now, 4, I'm 64, I'm at a bump 3 to the bit now, fold a bit, 64, I'm at a bump 3 to the bit now, 4, I'm 64, I'm at a bump, hold a bit, 3 to the bit now, fold a bit, I'm at a bump 63 now, fold a bit, I'm at a bump 4, 64, 63, 4, I have. How much you need here, young man? Wants 8,500 for him.
Number 59 is Chug. He'll be a 3-year-old gelding and he'll be gentle as a dog. Been with him since birth and loves attention and learning new things. Be an amazing ranch horse. He's worked with doctoring calves, gathering herds, has seal barn experience, but he is gentle enough to let your wife's friends ride. Beautiful bay road. He's still growing, just a baby 3-year-old.
So this colt will be really gentle, guys?
He's my horse.
It's his horse? Said he's missing all but one shoe.
He's anybody can ride him, and whenever a horse learns first, they learn the longest, and he is broke, ready to go to work.
So this young horse, guys, is ready to go to work, guys. Coming from somebody who knows how to start one, I promise you. 17 and a half, $2,000, hit it 17 and a half, down 2. It's 17 and a half, 2, hit it 18 and a half, hit it 18 and a half, hit it 17 and a half, now 18 and a half, 18 and a half, hit it 17 and a half, now 18 and a half, hit it 18 and a half, it's 17 and a half, 18 and a half, hit it 18 and a half, hit it 17 and a half, now 18 and a half, now 19 and a half, 19 and a half, hit it now 2,000 and a half, hit it now 1 and a half, hit it 21 and a half, hit 2,000 and a half, 1 and a half, hit it. What about you, GNR? 2,000 and a half, 1 and a half, 2 and a half, and now 3 and a half, and it 23 and a half, and it 22 and a half, 3 and a half, hit 23 and a half, and it 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, and it 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, and it 23 and a half, 2 and a half, 3 and a half, and it 23 and a half, and it 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, hit 23 and a half, and it 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, and it 23 and a half, 2 and a half, 3 and a half, and it 23 and a half, and it 3 and a half. Baby 3-year-old horse, guys, he's brokering most of them older horses. 22 and a half, 3 and a half. The boys, where was he at?
22 and a half.
22 and a half, 3 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, now 5 and a half, 25 and a half, I'm 4 and a half, 5 and a half, 25 and a half, 4 and a half, now 5 and a half. Sold him 24.15. So it takes 35 for him, Jonah. Robert's got a nice young horse there, guys.
Number 60 is JDH Flares D, be a 2007 model AQHA mare by Junior D. Hancock, by Shane Mann Hancock, by Heckno Hancock, and out of a daughter of Johnny Gray by Steel Dust Johnny, 2007 model.
Shapey big round horse right there. 700, 800, now heat. Gentle, now 800, I'm gone, now 800, now heat. 800, 900, now 1,000, now 1,000, around about 900, now 1,000, you're out, Steve, now 11, hit 10, 11, now 11, now 11, I'm 10, 11, now 11, now 11, I'm $1,000, 1,100, hit $1,100, now half, and now 11, internet, 11, 11, now half, and now 12, it's 12, and 11, high now 12, and now half, and 12, and high now 13, 1300, it's 12 and high 13, and the internet, you're still out, 12 and high 1300, it's 13, and 12 and high, 13, and 12 and high, 13, and 1300. Sold him 12.50. Put him on 395, 395, 60, 60, 60.
You're good.
And number 61 is going to be Doc's Highbrow Bug. Be a 2020 model AQHA mare by Hickory's Little Eddie, by Lil HB Uno Hickory, by Uno Hickory. Now of a daughter of Tough 4 by the great Cutting Stallion Tough and Busy. Just a 2020 model. She's been used for all kinds of ranch work, drug cats, doctor yearlings, pulled sick cattle in the pens. She's been to the arena, no buck, and be a go all day type of mare.
She'll go all day. She knows the day's work.
Said he works there at the feed yard. They take care of about 6,000 head on a regular basis. Guys said he'll saddle her before dark and unsaddle her after dark. She'll go all day.
She's got a video up now.
Watch that video right there. And I want about 10,000 for her. There's one broke to right. 6,500, 7,000. 6,500 now, 7. Hit 7,000. 6,500 now, 7,000. 66, 7. 6,600 now, 7. Hit 6,700. 6,600 now, 7. I'm 67. 6,600 now, 7. I'm 66 now, 7. I'm 67. I'm 66, 67. Now 8. It's 68 now, 9, 69 now, 7, now 1, 71. It's $7,000 now, 1, $7 now, 1. It's $7,000 now, 1, $7 now, 1, $7 now, 1. It's $7,000 now, 1. You all watch him ride her.
You can leave this mare off 6 months and step on her, she'll be the same.
Said you can leave her off 6 months, she'll be the same. But you watch him ride her. He never tightens them reins. 71, 72, 72, 73, 74, now 5, 75, 6, 76, 7, it's 77, 77, Skeeter, you know better, 76, 7, it's 77, I'm going to take a bit now, 7, 77, now 8, 78, and now 9, now 8,000, and now 1, 81, I'm 8,000 now 1, 81, 8,000 now 1. Yeah, 81, 8,000 now 1, 8,000 now 1, 8,000 now 1, 8,000 now 1, a half. So her $8,000 for her own. 369 for 8,000. Young man, nice horse. 369 was your buyer.
If number 62 is Ollie. He is a 14-year-old gelding, super gentle and sound. Been used in the sale barn and on the trail rides.
And about 4 years ago, when I was still young and pretty, I thought I needed one more saddle. Well, it's been 4 years. I've rode him 4 times. Last time he was rode in December, I drove with David Scouts on 13 miles. And I'm still good, but I'm a little older now. Yeah, so I'm going to sell it.
He said he bought that horse 4 years ago, guys. And in the last 4 years, he has rode him 4 times. And the last time he was rode was back in December when he trailed his neighbor's cow herd 13 miles home.
Anybody can ride him. He's gentle. He's got a brand new set of shoes on him Monday. And he'll be at the gate waiting for you.
Said he'll be at the gate waiting for you every day, guys. There's a nice bay horse right there, guys. And I want about $8,500 for him.
He was not a good horse. Gordon Murray went and kept him for 4 years. So he's gentle and he's nice and he'll be just like Gordon
He'll be
Murray.
just the way he says he is.
Come on, 5,500.
5,500, 6,000, and 5,500 now. See, and besides that, he's the best color in the world. 5,500, 6,000. 5,500 now, $6,000. 5,500 now. See, 5,500 now. 6,000 now. 57 half. 5,500 now. 7 half. I'm 5,500, 6 now. 7. 56 now. 7. 5,600, 700. 700 now. 700 now. I promise you, you can't.
You don't get no random horse. You just want stuff to ride down the road. That's the horse for the people that had him. When I got him from him, they were using the whole three colts.
Said the people that had him before Gordon got him, guys, they was halter breaking colts with him. 5,600. He 56, 7. He coming being at your house for 4 years, Gordon. I understand why. 56, 7. 5,700. I'm 5,600 now. 700. 600 now. 700 now. But I'm 7. 56, 7. 5,700. 600 now. 700 now. But I'm 600 now. 700. I have sold it 5,600. 600 on 3. 5, 600 on 5.
Bobby, I don't know if I said thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I missed that.
Number 63 is Brownie. Be a 12-year-old ranch road gelding, super gentle for anyone who can hold the reins. Catch him anywhere, anytime, 12 years old.
Another nice big bay horse right here today. 17 and a half, $2,000, 17 and a half, 2, now 2 and a half. I'm $2,000 now, 2 and a half. 2,000 now, 2 and a half. 2,000 now, 2 and a half. I'm $2,000 now, 2 and a half. 2,000 now, 2 and a half. 2 and a half, 22 and a half. 2,000 now, 2 and a half. 1, 21. I'm way outside now, 2, now 3, 4, 24, young man, and now 5, now 6, and now 7, 27, now 7. I'm 26, 7, now 8, now 9, now 3, now 1, 31. I'm 3,000 now 1, 31, 3,000 now 1. I'm 3,000 now 1, 31, 3,000 now 1, sold him 3,000 right up there. Put him on number 376.
Hit number 64 is Stella. She's a 2014 model grade mare. Stella has been in their recip herd. She's good in the stocks and easy to handle. Like most of their recips, she is big-bodied and has some size. Again, she's just cutting back on her recip herd. If you want an honest one, here she is.
Oh, Stella's got her some shape. 600, 700. 600 now, 700 now, got you now, 700 now, 7. I'm 600, 700, 600 now, 700 now, but I'm 600 now, 700 now, 7. I'm 600, 700, 600 now, 700 now, but I'm 600 now, 7. I'm 600, 700, 700 now, but I'm 600 now, half. It's $600 now, half, 600 now, but I'm 600 half. I'm 600, half, 600 now, 600 half, I half. Sold her 600, put her on 600 straight away.
I am noteless.
Yep, number 65. 6 years old. Been used outside. Sound. Gentle. He said you can rope and drag on him. 2,500, 27.5, 25, 7, high 3, hit 27.5, 3, hit 3, 7, high now 3, 2 and a half, 3, 7 now 2 and a half. I'm 3, 7 now 2 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 3, 7 now 2 and a half. I'm 3, 7 now 2 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 3, 7 now 2 and a half. Hit 3, 7 now 2 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 3, 7 now 2 and a half. 31, and 3, 7 now 1, and 31, and number 1. Hit 31, and 3, 7 minimum 1, and 31. I'm 3, 7 now 1, and 31, and 3, 7 now 1. Hit 31, and 3, 7 now 1, and number 1, and 2. Hit 32, Jonah, you're out. 31, 2. Hit 32, hit the minimum 1, and now 2 to the bit of number 1, and now 2. 31 now 2 to the bit of the bit on, and now 2 to the bit. I have. Say once more for him, guys.
Yep, number 66 is a 17-year-old gelding. He was laid off for a couple of years. They caught him back up in December and have been using him for everyday chores, riding pens, petting cattle. He's never offered to buck. Never offered to buck since he caught him back up, not even on the cold days.
So they were budding for his grandkids, and the kids didn't want to ride horses, so this young man's been taking him and using him. 12 and a half, 1,500. I'm going 12 and a half, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, 12 and a half, 13 and a half. I'm 13 and a half, 14 and a half, 15 and a half, 16 and a half, 17. 17 and a half. Yep, 17 and a half. Now 18 and a half. Now 19 and a half. 2,000 and a half. 2,000 and a half. Yep, 2,000 and a half. 19 and a half. 2,000 and a half. Now 1 and a half. Now 2 and a half. 22 and a half, now 3 and a half, now 2 and a half, 3 and a half. Here now did you 23 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half. I'm 22 and a half, 3 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, 24 and a half, now 5 and a half, minimum 5 and a half, 4 and a half, now 5 and a half. Yeah, 25 and a half, 4 and a half, now 5 and a half, 5 and a half. So we 24, 50, minimum 57.
Yep, number 67. You're going to get this horse with a copy of the papers and a signed transfer. Papers are at AQHA. Yes.
If you do not get the papers, I will give you all your money back. But don't call me next week, because you know how QHA.
All right, listen up. Horses' papers are at AQHA. You're going to get a barn guarantee on the papers, which we don't do often. So you're getting a barn guarantee. That does not mean call Ernie in 5 or 7 days and say, I didn't get my papers, I want my money back. AQHA is a little slow and it's prime time to register colts. But if in a reasonable amount of time you have not gotten the papers, you just give us a call. That being said, today you're getting a copy and a signed transfer for Royal Cruise. He is a 21 model gelding by Just Twice Royal, by Doc's Twice Royal, by Doc Alina. He is out of an own daughter of the great pleasure stallion, the Crimson Cruiser, who of course is by One Hot Crimson. Just a 21 model. He is well started and he is gentle and he is a fancy, fancy young horse.
Everything will be in order, guys. 2,500, 27 half. I'm 2,500 now, 7 half. 500 now, 7 half. 27 half. 7 half. I'm 27 half. 7 half. 3. I'm 7 half now, 3. I'm 27 half, 3. 3, 7 half now, 3. 8 half, 9 half. It's 29 half, 3,000 half, now 1 half, 31 half, 3,000 half, 1 half, 2 half, 32 half. It's 31 half, now 2 half, 31 half, now 2 half, 31 half, now 2 half. It's 32 half, 31 half, now 2 half, 31 half, now 2 half, 32 half. I'm 31 half, now 2 half, 31 half, now 2 half, 32 half. 31 half, 2 half, 31 half, now 2 half, 32 half. I'm 32 and a half, 1 and a half, now 2 and a half, 1 and a half, now 2 and a half, I have 31 and a half, now 2 and a half, Talk to that young man if he needs him right there.
Pin number 68 is Brady. Brady is a 5-year-old buckskin. This gelding stands 14-3. He's been used in the feedlot and for all ranch work. He'll be one hand broken, will ride for anyone. He is very gentle and calm and just 5 years old.
He's got a little scar right there on that front right leg, but he'll be sound every day of the
Said
week.
he's got an old scar on his right front leg, but he'll be sound every day.
Like I said, we've used him there. We let kids come out the house and ride him. I mean, he is gentle, sound mind, sound body.
He said he'll be gentle, he'll be sound-minded, and sound-bodied.
Yes, sir.
The guys there, pretty buckskin horse right there. 12 and a half, 1,500, headed it down. I got it in 4 places. 13, 14, headed down. 15, now 16, headed it down. 1,600. Yeah, 1,600, headed it down now. 17, 18, headed it down. 1,800. I'm 17, 18, now 19, now $2,000. I'm going to bump 2. Yep, 2, headed it down. 19, now $2,000. Headed it down. 19, now 2. I'm 19, now 2. Headed it down. $2,000. Headed it down. 19, now 2. Hit 1,900 now. 2. $19 now 2. Yep, $2,000 hit it 19 and a half now 2 now half now 1 then 21. 2,000 half 1. You're all out and I'm right out here. 2,000 half 1. Hit 2,000 now 2. Hit it 21 now 2. 21 and a half 2. Hit it 21 and a half now 2. 21 and a half now 2. Now 21 and a half now 2.
He's just 5 years old.
He's only 5 years old, guys. 21 and a half, 2. Hit 22, 1 and a half now, 2, 1 and a half now, 2, a half. So your wage on it, $21.50. Said it takes $3,500 for him, guys. P.O.
I'm noteless.
Yep, number 69. They tell you anything about her, Brandon? Said he's just a barn ride. Cactus said when they checked her in, she come over here by Pleasanton, got this teenage mare. She's been to all the play days. 600, 700, 7, I'm gone. 700 now, 700 now, but I'm on 600 now, 700. 600, 700, 700 now, 700 now, 8, 8, now 9, 9, now 10, now 11, now 12, 11, 12, now 12, 11, now 12, 11, 12, you want to give 11 half dB, now 12, 11 high 12, 11 number 11 high now 12, 11 high now 12, 11 high 12, 11 high now 12, a half. Soldier 1150, 379, 74, 479, 479.
Wow, 74. Yep.
If number 74. Who didn't use it in the yards for a solid 45 days, guys? So whether you ride him every day, guys, or ride him once a year, he's the same way. Said he'll guarantee him sound, sane, and gentle.
4 years old then.
4 years old. 17 and a half, 2. It's 17 and a half, 2. We're gone. 17 and a half, 18 and a half. 18 and now 22 and a half. I got $2,000 now, 1 now, 2. 22 internet, 21 now, 2. Now 2. Now 3 and now 4. I'm at about 24. I'm at about 3 now 4 now 5 now 6 now 6. Hit 26 internet now 7 27 now 8 28 internet 27 8 now 8 9 now 3 now 1 31 2 32 31 2 2 3 3 3 3 33 now 4 I'm gonna bumble a bit of the 3 now 4 34 internet you're out 33 now 4 you're now 5 bit of the 35 bit of the 4 now 5 bit of the 34 now 5 bit of the 5 bit 35 did you now 6 internet 36 35 now 6 36 Diane 30 Cheyenne now 7 37 now 8 Cheyenne yeah 38 now 8 a little bit. Cheyenne, you're out. 38 a little bit. 7 a little bit now. 8. 38 a little bit. 7 a little bit now. 8 a little bit. 38 a little bit. 7 a little bit now. 8 a little bit now. 9. 39, hit a little bit now, 9 a little bit now, 9 a little bit now, minimum 39 a little bit now, 9 a little bit. A how? Solar on the internet, 3,800. Said it takes 5,500,
Long
Cheyenne.
ways away, Cheyenne. I'll take you out, but it takes 5,500. You are welcome to click in if you want him for 55. Otherwise, he's a no sale. I'm so sorry. Pick number 7. Okay, so.
Pick number 70 is CC Twice Bueno.
Nope.
Be a 2015 model AQHA mare by Just Twice Royal, by Doc's Twice Royal, by Doc Alina, now a daughter of Buenos, and by Zan Parbar, 2015 model.
She's raised a lot of nice colts, and she's a full sister to mother.
She's a full sister to the mother of the colt he sold first.
Like these horses are bringing a lot of money. They're out these things. They've really got all good colts.
7.5, 8.5, 8.5, 8.5, 7.5 now, 8.5, 8.5, here we go, 7.5, 8.5. 8.5, 7.5 now, 8.5, 8.5, 7. I'm good. 7.5, 8.5, 8.5, 7.5, about 7.5 now. I'm drinking water instead of coffee. 7.5, 8.5, 8.5, 7.5, 8. About 7.5 now, 8. I'm 7.5, 8, 8. I'm about 8, 7.5 now, 8. I have sold her 750. Put her on 600 on 2.
If number 71 is Twice Buena, be a 2018 model mare by Just Twice Royal, by Doc's Twice Royal, by Doc Alina, and of a daughter of Buenos and by Zan Parbar.
That's the mama to the one he sold first. 8 years young. $1,000, 12.5. Yeah, I'm going. $1,000 now, 12.5. $1,000 now, 1,100. Now 12. Now 13. 13. 12 now, 1,300. I'm 1,200 now, 1,300 now, 1,400. 1,400. 13 now, 1,400 now, 1,500. 16. 1,600. 1,500 now, 1,600. 1,500 now, 1,600 now, 1,700. I'm now 16 and a half, 17. 17. 1,700 now, half. 17 and a half. It's now 18. 18. 17 and a half. 1,800. 1,800. 1,800 now, half. 18 and a half. 19. 1900 now, half. And now 2. $2,000. 19 and a half. Now 2. Now half. 2,000 half. 1. 21. Yeah, 2,000 half. 21. 1 and a half. 1 a bit now. 1 and a half. 1 a bit now. 1 and a half. Now 2. 22, hit it 1 and a half, now 2 to the bit of the 1 and a half, now 2 to the bit of the 21 and a half, now 2 to the bit of 2, 22. Solar 21.50, put her on 600 on 2.
If number 72 is going to be Two-Eyed Toby Jack, she'll be a 2004 model AQHA mare. By Hartona Joe Jack, by Joe Jack Honeybar. Hartona Joe Jack's out of a daughter of Mr. Baron Red. Her dams by Shine On Jack, by Two-Eyed Jack. Breeding dates to the stud, Two-Eyed Sweet Jack, was June 12th through the 14th of 25.
No.
Said this bar was broke as a 2 and 3 year old guys, and they just been raising babies. Said he sold her a yearling at Pitzer's for 4,500 out of this mare. 600, 700, 600, 700, we're going. 600 now, 700 now, but I'm 600 now, 700. I'm 600, 700, 600 now, 700 now, but I'm 600 now, 700. I'm 600, 700, 700 now, but I'm 600 now, 8, half, 8, half, and now 9. And now 9.5, and a little bit 9.5, and a little bit 9, and now 9.5. I'm 9.5, and a little bit 9, and a bit now 9.5, and a little bit 9, and now 9.5, and a little bit 9, and a bit now 9.5. I'm 909.5. I have sold her 900 for all number 412.
Huh? Good number, yeah.
Pick number 73 is Alina Delight. Be a 2015 model registered paint mare. By Double Delta Olina, by Gaymar Olina, by Delta Olina. Now the daughter of Zippy Zip by Zippo Pine Bar. 2015 model.
She's sound to breed, she's sound to ride. She hadn't been rode for 6-8 months on that ride.
So she ain't been rode for 6 or 8 months, but Roy Lang rode this barn for 3 years, guys. And her daddy is all-around cattle horse as a Congress. She's a 15 model. Is that right? Yep. She's just 11 years old and there's pretty mare, $1,000, 12.5, and 1,500, now 17.5, now 2, and now 2.5, and now 5, and 7.5, and now 3, and 8.5, 9.5, now 3,500. Yep, now 1.5, and now 2.5, and now 3.5, and 33.5. I'm 32.5, 3.5, and 2.5, now 3.5, and 33.5. On my way, and you're all out, 32.5, 3.5. Yep, 33.5, and 2.5, now 3.5. And 32.5, 3.5. Hit 33.5, and 2.5, now 3.5, and 33.5, and 2.5, now 3.5. I am sold her 32.5, 600 on 4.
Barry Cole, you better come with Cutter next week. You better come with Cutter next week.
Yes, sir.
Bunch of crossbred colts you'll buy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's okay. 1768, right?
Said all these kids has rode this mare, guys. She just got some age on her, said she'll be plumb gentle.
Going to be 23, 24 years old, guys.
6.5, 700. Yeah, 6.5, 700. We're going 100 days. I'm going to hand out 700. 100 days. I'm going to hand out 700 days. 700 here. Yeah, 6.5, 700. 100 days. 700. I'm going to hand out 700. I'm going to 700. I'm 6.5, 700. 100 days. 700 days. 100 days. I'm going to hand out 700. I'm going to 700. I'm 6.5, 700. 100 days. 700 days. 100 days. I'm going to hand out 700. I'm 700. 100 days. I'm going to hand out 700. I'm going to 700. Sold her 650, put her on 600 on straight.
Bum.
7 years old, trail riding horse. Said he'll be gentle for anybody, easy to get along with, and sound. He guys, some little horse there, $1,000, 12.5. $1,000 now, 12.5. $1,000 now, 12.5. $1,000 now, 12.5. We're going now, 15. I'm on the internet. What now, 17.5. 15, 17.5. $1,600. I'll break the tie. 1,700.
Yeah, 17.5.
And now 2,000. I got 17.5 on the net. 18.5. Joni, you're out now. 19.5. 19.5. 18.5. Now 2,500. Now 1.5. 21.5. I'm 2,500. 21.5. Internet, you're out. 21.5. And now 2.5. And now 3.5. Internet, 23.5. Hit 2.5. 3.5. 23.5. Now 3.5. I'm 23.5. Now 3.5. 3.5. 23.5. 3.5. 23.5. I have sold her 22.5. Put her on 57.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about
Number 76 is
Don't
Jack.
worry about me.
Jack is a 10-year-old gelding used on the ranch and on the trails.
12 and a half, 1500. Yep, 1500. 12 and a half, 12 and a half. We're going. 12 and a half, 13 and a half. Hit 13 and a half. 12 and a half, 13 and a half. 13 and a half. I'm 12 and a half, 13 and a half. 14 and a half. 15 and a half. 15 and a half. I'm 15 and a half. 14 and a half. 16 and a half. 16 and a half. Here now 17 and a half. And now 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 19 and a half. 19 and a half. Internet, you're out. 19 and a half. 18 and a half. 19 and a half. Hit 19 and a half. 18 and a half. Now 19 and a half. 19 and a half. 18 and a half. 19 and a half. 19 and a half. 19 and a half. 18 and a half. 19 and a half. 19 and a half. Hey, up. So be 1850. Put him on 600 on one.
Okay, number 77 is going to be Sister. She'll be a 13-year-old mare, and she's been used on the ranch, but mostly for trail rides. Just had her feet trimmed. 13 years old.
12 and a half, 1500. Hit it at 1500 here. Hit 12 and a half, 1500. Hit it at 1500. 12 and a half, 1500. 12 and a half, 1500. I'm 12 and a half, 13 and a half. Hit it at 13 and a half. Hit it at 12 and a half, 13 and a half. I'm 13 and a half. Hit it at now 14 and a half. Hit it at 13 and a half. Now 14 and a half. Hit 14 and a half. Hit it at 14 and a half. Hit it at 13 and a half. Now 14 and a half. Hit it at 14 and a half. I'm 14 and a half. Hit it at 13 and a half. Now 14 and a half. 14 and a half. I have silver 1350 301.
I got him, I think.
1765.
SR Mudd's Gold Seeker Gal be a 2011 model quarter mare by SR Mudslide by the great OSU Power Slide. Now the daughter of Red Rider Bars by Gold Seeker Mark. 2011 model.
Said she ain't been rode in a couple of years, but they worked and gathered cattle off of her and all, guys.
65, is that what she was?
600, 700, hit it now 7, now 8, hit it now 9, now 10, I'm 10, half, 10, and now half, and now 11, now half. 11 and now half, hit it 11 and now half, hit it 11 and now half, 11 and now half, hit it 11 and now half, hit it 11 and now half, 11 here now 12, and now half, hit it 12 and a half, now 13, now half, hit it 13 and a half, half 14, half, hit it 14 and a half, 15, now half, hit it 15 and a half, 15, half, and now 16, now half, hit it 16, now 17, now half, it's 17 and a half, hit it 17 and now half, 17 and a half. Sold her 1700, 395. Here's in papers. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Number 78.
Go ahead.
This is Barushka Badger Pep, the 23 model quarter gelding by Apache War Gene 7429 by Warriors Wardrift by Blue Apache Warrior. He is out of a daughter of Peppy Ray Cody by Peppy Ray Lena. A 23 model has been started, but he's a little too much horse for her. He is sound. He is eligible for the Farmers and Ranchers Maturity.
$1,000, 12 and a half, 1500, hit it down 13, 14, hit it down 15, now 16, now 17, now 18, 18, 19, hit it down 2000. Hit 2, 1, hit it 21, hit it down 2, hit it 2 to the bid, young lady, 22, 21, 2, hit it on the bid, now 2 to the bid, 21, now 2 to the bid, on the bid, now 2, 22, hit it on the bid, now 2 to the bid, 21, now 2 to the bid, on the bid, now 2, 22, hit it on the bid, now 2 to the bid, 22 to the on the bid, now 2, 22, hit it on the bid, now 2 to the bid, 2 to the bid, 21, now 2 to the bid, now 3, hit 23 to the bid, 2 to the bid, now 3 to the bid, 2 to the bid, now 3 to the bid, but I'm 2 to the bid, now 3 to the bid. I sold him 2200. Put him on number 403.
am Nobless.
They tell you anything about this in Brandon?
There's two of them that came over to Keachai. Come in this afternoon.
Come over there at Keachie, guys. Little Myra.
6 years old.
She's 6 years old. 5.5, 6.5, we're gone. 5.5, 6.5. It's 6.5. 5.5, now 6.5. 5.5, 600. It's 600. 5 now half. Now half. Now 7. I'm 700. 700. 7 now half. It's 7.5. Now 8. Now half. Now 9. Now 8. Now 9. 8 and 9. I'm about 9 and a bit of the bit down 9 and a bit of the bit down 9 and a bit now half. 8, 9 and a half. Gene now 10 and a bit 10 and a bit now half and a bit 10 and a half and a bit 10 and a bit now 10 and a half. I'm 10 and a half and a bit 10 and a half. I'm about a bit 10 and a bit. I got it. 10 and a bit 10 and a half. I'm 10 and a half. Sold her $1,000. $388. Eight O's on to get 8 O's.
Yep, number 8 is going to be an 8-year-old crossbred mare. She was ridden a lot as a 2 and a 3-year-old, but has since been a brood mare and hasn't eaten. You haven't fed this horse at all, Gordon.
When I bought the mare 4 or 5 years ago, they were loading her down gravel road with no bridle on.
Gordon said when he bought her 4 or 5 years ago, they was loafing her down a gravel road with no bridle on.
They took her in the pen and they looked for both ways, and the mare was broke. I thought, and it was a brood mare. Ernie sold her colt, the gypsy colt, down in Cuba. They brought the gypsy colt down there with Cuba. She's been riding with Frenchman's Sky Stud. I don't know.
She's been running with a Frenchman's guy stud, so you got a possibility of getting you 2 in 1. So they trimmed her feet Monday, and she's walking a little sore in here. My feet are a little sore from standing down there for 2 hours, Gordon. Her name is what? Queenie. Easy keeper. 8.5, 9.5, 8.5, now 9.5. We're gone. 8.5, 9.5, 9.5. I'm 8.5, 9.5, 9.5, 8.5, now 900. 8.5, 900. 9 down 9, a bit of the leave down 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, a bit of the leave down 9. 8.50 now 9, I'm about 9, a bit of number about 8, a bit down 9, a bit about 8, a bit down 9, a bit of the leave 9, a bit number about 9. So they're 850, put her on 600 straight away. Gordon, I'm going to change your name to Jenny.
Craig.
That was not nice.
1763. Same story. Broke. Kid broke.
So tomorrow will be broke. She'll be kid broke. It's been a couple years since they rode her, though. Super Jim.
Cactus let her off their trailer with his belt this morning.
Said when they got here, Cactus took his belt off and let her off the trailer and down the alleyway with just a belt around her neck. $900,000 now, $1,100 now, $1,200 now, $1,300 now, $1,400 now, $1,500 now, $1,600 now, $1,700. I'm 17, 18, 18, now 19, 19, now 1900, 18, 19. You want to give a half, 18 and a half, 18 and a half here. You old tight what? Now 19, you got new fire now, 18 and a half, 1900, and now half, and now 2, now 1, and did you, and now 2, hit 22, now 2, now 2, 22, now 3, 3 half now 3, 3 now 3, 22 now 3 now 3 I half now half 23 and a half 23 3 and a half 3 now 3 and a half 3 now 3 and a half I half sold her 2,300. What's your number? 369.
I bet that is
359. 359.
I bet that is such a nice mare. I am Noteless.
What do you got here, young man? Horse will be 13 years old. He said he's been on the same ranch the last 10 years. Said he's good to go to pasture rope on, or he's good to head off on. Neither one. $17.5, $2,000. It's $17.5 now, $2. $17.5 now, $2. $17.5, $18.5, $19.5. It's $19.5, $18.5 now, $19.5, $19.5, $18.5, $19.5. I'm $19.5, $18.5 now, $19.5, $19.5, $18.5, $19.5. It's $19.5, $18.5 now, $19.5, $19.5, $18.5, $19.5. I'm $19.5, $18.5, $19.5, $19.5. I'm $18.5, $19.5, $19.5, $18.5 now, $19.5. It's $19.5 here, high. Sold him $18.50, 5.7's your buyer. $18.50, 57's the buyer.
If number 82 is going to be Jazzed Up Rooster. She'll be a 2006 model quarter mare by the great Rooster Strangler, who of course is by Rooster, and out of a daughter of Boss Solano by Doc Solano. Again, she is a 2006 model. She's been shown all over Nebraska, gentle and sound.
Her daughter showed her every show in Nebraska, Iowa. Used her University of Nebraska on the equestrian team. And just don't ride.
She's been used, guys, and come right from the place she was born. 2022 and a half. It's $2,000 now, 2.5. Gone. 2,000 now, 2.5. 2.5. It's $2,000 now, 1. 21. 2,000 now, 1. 2,000 now, 1 now, 2. It's 21 now, 2. Now 3. 23. 4. I'm gonna bump over a bit. I'm 23, 4. I'm gonna bump over a bit. 3 now. Said absolutely anybody can get up first and get along with that mark. 23, 4. Yeah, 24 should be broke. 23 now, fold a bit of the 3 now, 4. I'm 24. I'm going to bump 3 now, fold a bit of the 23 now, fold a bit of the 3 now, 4. I'm 24. I'm going to bump 3 of the fold a bit of the 3 now, fold a bit of the 24. I'm 23 now, fold a bit. I'm going to bump over a bit of the I'm going to bump over a bit of the 3 now, fold a bit. I'm going to bump 4. I'm 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, now 6.5, now 7.5, now 8.5, now 9.5, 29.5. She's broke. 8.5, 9.5. I'm 28, now 9.5, 8, now 9.5, 8, now 9.5, 29.5, 8, now 9.5, 8, now 9.5. I have sold her 28.50. Put her on 4.12. Thank you, Cody. Nice mark.
Look here. I'll let her come in. Gordy doesn't feed his horses, in case you haven't noticed. This is GM Prairie Miss. She'll be a 23 model registered Appaloosa mare. She is by BAM's, BAM's Beggar Leo by Colonel's Little Jim, and out of an own daughter of Arrogantus. Again, just a 23 model.
Gordy raised her, guys.
She is fancy, guys.